world. It is hot right now, but we're going live. Bada bing, bada bing, bada bing, bada boom. We are bang on. Time to go. Hey guys, how you going? So now Big Ass Sport. We're here for the Friday Night Footy, baby. Friday Night Footy, baby. Coming on up right in your face. And here is two teams. It's a really interesting game to talk about here. It's the Newcastle Knights versus the Redcliffe Dolphins. I will continue to call them Redcliffe until you give them a name, NRL. Unless you give them Moreton Bay or Sunshine Coast or Redcliffe, I'm going to keep going to Redcliffe. So please, give them a name so they can represent an area. But this game is quite interesting because obviously the Knights did beat the Tigers last week with a very depleted side. They had a man sent off. They had, Kalen Ponga went out, who's obviously not playing today. You also had, they had, what else? Jaden Brayley went down injured. Tyson Frizzell's out. My goodness me, this team is depleted right now. But they did beat the Tigers against all odds there. And that was at Leichhardt. So, the Tigers have had 2 home games and lost both of them there at their traditional home ground. I feel like the Knights will be up for this one, especially at home. It is really hot right now. It's not as hot as it's going to be tomorrow at Seabus, thanks NRL. But I do believe the Knights will be up for it, even though they are quite depleted for sure. Dolphins, on the other hand, obviously they are 2-0. They beat a Roosters team that is pretty well known for losing in round 1, but they did get the job done there. Roosters haven't been too, great so far, but you can't discredit the Dolphins for that. In the second game, they were down to the Raiders there at home at KO Stadium, and came charging home late to win it basically on the siren, effectively, with like 2 minutes to go, right? So, the Dolphins, they're doing well right now. They have not had an away game just yet. This is their first away game of the season, so we will see if they are able to do the job and do the business, baby. Do a bit of business. Do the business here and go 3-0. That'd be crazy. They would not be, I don't believe they would go above Manly, though. Let's just quickly go have a look at the ladder here. If the Dolphins were to win, because obviously Manly got 6 points right now. They are 3 from 3, but one of them was obviously a bye. Their points differential is plus 29. If the Dolphins win this game by 13 plus, they go first. If the Dolphins beat the Knights right now by more than 13 points, they will go into first position, which is pretty impressive. Considering that, most of us had the Dolphins in the bottom 4, right? But they're doing bits right now. It is only the early part of the season. Obviously, a long way to go there, but you're pretty impressed with that. But guys, let's get into the 2 team lineups here before we do get into the chat and see what you guys are saying. Obviously, hit that thumbs up button, subscribe if you're new around here. We also do have big news to announce tonight for the channel, so we'll get into that one in a little bit. But for the Newcastle Knights, we've got Dylan Lucas, Matt Croker, Oren Keeley, Ryan Rivet, and Thomas Cant coming into the team, with Jack Johns, Jacob Saifidi, Jaden Brayley, Kalen Ponga, and Tyson Frizzell going out. So a lot of big outs there for the Newcastle Knights. The fullback, Lachlan Miller, with Heimel Hunt and Dominic Young on the wings, Dane Gagai and Brad Mabess into the centres. We got Tyson Gamble in the 5'8", Jackson Hastings is the halfback, Daniel Saifidi and Jack Hetherington front row. Obviously, they lose Jacob Saifidi there in that front row. Jack Hetherington is not necessarily a bad option there. Just unfortunately, he could be, Jacob Saifidi got sent off last week. Yeah, it was Jacob Saifidi. Yes, it was. And Jack Hetherington could also do the same thing this week, knowing what his temper is like. Then number 9 is Phoenix Crossland, with Bro Jones and Lachlan Fitzgibbon in the back row. Leo Thompson is the lock. Ryan Rivet, Matt Croker, Dylan Lucas, and Thomas Cant are the interchange, with Oren Keeley as the 18th man replacement. So, yeah, very depleted Knights team there. For the Dolphins, they actually have a couple of outs as well, but they've got Cody Nikorima and Ray Stone coming back into the team, with Jared Wallace and Jerry Marshall King going out. Marshall King is a big loss there. Obviously, Hooker has been playing well for the Dolphins so far this year. Their fullback, Hamiso Tabuai-Fidow, with Jermaine Asako and Tessie Mew on the wings. You got Ewan Aiken and Branko Lee into the centres, with Asai Katoa and Sean O'Sullivan in the halves. You got Jesse Bromwich and Kennelly Lemielu as the front rowers. Kurt Donahoe is the hooker, so that'll be interesting to see how that one goes there. Felice Kafusi, who's been a man on a mission this year, man. Oh my goodness me. And Kenneth Bromwich as the back row. Tommy Gilbert is the lock. Cody Nikorima, Mark Nichols, Ray Stone, and Mason Teague are the interchange, and then Pawasa Famal Sealy is the 18th man replacement. So yeah, look, I tip the Dolphins. I could absolutely see the Knights win this game. If the Dolphins win, I'll be 1-1. If the Knights win, I'll be 0-2. Lovely. That's the way you like to start your weekend off in regards to tips. But with it being said, every game's close so far this year. Last night was incredible in regards to how close that game was. Considering that Manly obviously, went out to a big lead, and then the Parramatta Eels chased it back and took the lead, and then Manly took the lead again and got away from the Eels, and then the Eels just found a way back into it. Like, that last night's game was crazy. And then, 8.5 is the current margin. I think it's actually probably about 8.3 now is the current margin total for all games on average, which is really, really good. And if you take away those two Bulldogs scores, one with obviously the Bulldogs winning by 16 against the Storm, and one with the Bulldogs losing by about 30 to Manly, like, it would actually be even closer. It'd be like 7 or even 6.5 kind of deal. That's how close this season is. It's just those two blowout scores there really did impact that greatly. But guys, let's get into the chat. Let's see what you guys are saying. Obviously, hit that thumbs up button, subscribe if you're new around here, and let's see. Let's go, babe. We've got 10 minutes to go here until the game kicks off. Jasmine says, here we go to elite teams. Don't know about that one. Don't know about that one. Would have said this is a game Dolphins should win, but will probably lose. But it's like, you know, we say that. We say they should win, but like on what basis? You know, I get we've seen them win 2 games so far, both home games to start off their you know, team as a club. But overall, what basis are we going on of should win? You know what I'm saying? Because a lot of these guys, before the season came in, not many people thought they could get a crack at another club. The Knights, I know they're losing players there, but in the same sense, if you look at both these teams before the season started, I guarantee you a lot of people would have put them into similar positions. Actually, they did, you know, but the people put Dolphins in 17th and Knights in 16th, right? So, yeah, I don't necessarily know there's a great deal to go off in regards to should. For me. Methodist says, happy Dolphins, stay blazed. Dasmay says, Knights would win. I reckon they had a full-strength team. I believe if they had a full-strength team, they would win this game, especially at home in Newcastle. Newcastle isn't an easy place to travel to. It's always been a difficult trip, especially considering they usually get out in numbers. I'm not too sure what the numbers are going to be like today, though, because it is the early game. It's the 6 p.m. game in Sydney, and also it's been really, really hot. But with that being said, yeah, the Newcastle away trip has always been a bit of a tricky one. A little bit of a tricky one there. I think the Dolphins will win. It'll shock me if they lose considering the Knights' performance last week. Well, the Knights, what do you mean the Knights' performance last week? They had a send-off, they had multiple injuries, and they still beat the Tigers away from home at Leichhardt. What do you mean considering the Knights' performance last week as if like they had a bad game? I don't necessarily believe that you can say that they had an individual bad game. Obviously, there was a lot of circumstances that led to it being a scrappy affair. But with that being said, I wouldn't say that a Knights win at Leichhardt away from home, you know, with a send-off and also Kalen Ponga injury, Tyson Frizzell gone, Jaden Bradley gone, I wouldn't go out and say that that was I wouldn't personally say that that was a bad performance overall. Blitzer says, another night of footy here, exactly right, another night of footy. I've got my Geelong Cats playing tonight as well in the AFL against Collingwood. Would love to be watching that one, but I'll watch that game after the Roosters versus the Rabbits. That should be a belter, and that Roosters Rabbitohs game tonight should also be an absolute damn well belter. My goodness me. Nutsa Williams says, how much Dolphins paying for the win, mate? Not much. I think they're favourites. I think they're probably like $1.60. I'm not too sure, but probably about, yeah, $1.60 or so. Evan says, Parrot are last, let's celebrate. Yeah, they are. You know what's cool? No, they're not. No, they're not. No, the Tigers are still last. The Tigers are still last because Parramatta have lost all 3 games by 4 points. So they've got a minus 12 points differential. The Tigers have lost by... well, they lost by 2 to the Knights last week and lost by 12 to the Titans the week before that. So they're on minus 14. So the Tigers, despite playing 1 game less than the Eels, are still in last. It is it's something else, man. It's it's something else. But that's a West Tigers special there. That is a West Tigery-Doos special. And they would need to win to go above the Eels there. So the Eels still might not be in last by the end of this round. But we'll see if they can get up there against the Doggies at Belmore. Ben James says, hello, mate. Official King Dougie, please don't spam, buzz. Dasmate says 26 right now in New Week. Oh, that's not too bad. 26 is alright. We're meant to get 35 tomorrow. Yeah. Woo! Woo, woo, woo! Woo! Woo, 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 woo. Let's go. Can't wait. Can't wait. We're standing there in the heat of 35 degrees Celsius on the Gold Coast, which adds on about 5 degrees and more when you're inside a stadium like Allianz or Cbus or Suncorp or CommBank is ridiculous. CommBank and Cbus, I personally believe, get the hottest. I would say that the muggiest would obviously be North Queensland, considering the fact that it is in North Queensland and usually their heat's a lot different. But yeah, I'd say those 2 stadiums there really are the ones that withhold that heat inside the stadium. So you get your benefits of the atmosphere being great because of the curvature of the stadium, but you also get your negatives of when it's a hot day, you'll go and feel it. You'll go and feel it, baby. Bob Williams says, Dolphins by 6. Geelong reps says, up to Cats. Up to Cats, baby. Here we go. Go to Cats tonight. Go to Cats. That's really hot. That's really, really hot, that one. EQ says, top half of BKR, Newcastle by 4. Yeah, it's a beautiful day. Don't get me wrong. It's definitely a beautiful day all up the eastern side, eastern coast. I'm not sure how everyone else is going, but yeah, no, it is definitely a beautiful day. It's just super damn well hot. And This one's not too bad because it will be at 6 p.m. local time. It's just that 2 p.m. game. I don't believe that any Queensland team should receive one of the 2 or 3 p.m. early season games. And the NRL actually about 10 years ago came out and said that the Queensland teams won't get a day game before round 5 at home. They won't get a home game before round 5 on those early kickoffs. But obviously they've seemed to forget about that and they've decided to absolutely screw the Titans. It's all good. The Broncos get the night game, and the Cowboys get the afternoon game. But you know, if it's Gold Coast or North Queensland, the NRL doesn't give a shit. Obviously, they just care about Broncos fans and Broncos players and stuff like that. Logan Smith has got a Cats, exactly right. But we're about 5 minutes away here from the game kicking off. Let's get it. Let's get it, baby. Also, I will let you guys know that, actually I might announce it in the Roosters Rabbitohs, because this sponsorship that we've got here, that I'm an ambassador for, is actually going to be really utilised throughout the Titans vlog. So I will let you guys know what's going on though, because it does benefit you, because the stuff that is there is actually really good. You guys, if you follow me on Instagram, I was actually doing it last year, but that wasn't anything like an ambassador or a sponsorship or anything like that. But now, they've jumped on board. Lachlan Smith says, who you going for, BKR? I don't care who wins the game. No, it's not Manscaped, Jay. It's not Manscaped. No. They're actually a sponsor of the Gold Coast Titans. They sponsor the Gold Coast Titans themselves. Lachlan Smith says, who you going for, BKR? I don't really care who wins this game, mate. I think the most beneficial result here. Wait a second, Brighton has gifted a membership. Who's getting it? Who's getting it? Who's getting it? Who's getting it? Bada bing, bada bing, bada bing, bada bing, bada bing. Oh, there we go. Lachlan Smith gets the membership. Appreciate you, Brighton, for the membership donation. Get around, you big fella. Lachlan Smith, thank him now. Thank him immediately. But no, overall, I just want it to be a close game, a good game, because this game could turn out to be an absolute shitter. It really could, but it also could be just simply a really close game between two teams that, you know, I still have my reservations about the Dolphins. I do. I really do. Bugs says the Broncos should play at 2 all the time if they only have 6 games outside Queensland the whole year. Shaking my head. Look, I just don't believe that any Queensland team should get the game. That's the thing. I'm not complaining about individually the Titans. I just believe that it's woeful that the NRL can prepare a game, especially the first home game of the season, that the NRL can consistently do this. Last year was against the Warriors and we had multiple hospitalizations. You know, this year it's probably going to be worse than what the Warriors game was in regards to heat. And it's like, if you guys watched my vlog from last year, you understand that. But the thing is, these 2 games aren't as hot as it was about 10 years ago against the Tigers and the Raiders, where it was like 39 degrees in the stadium, which means you add on another 5 degrees plus, which, you know, makes it just unbearable. You know, so that's my complaint. That's why I keep, you know, vocalizing and saying this online, because it's just bullshit. Like, it is bullshit from the NRL, and it's just lazy. It's really lazy from their organisers, and it really pisses me off. Like, I don't really get pissed off a great deal about what the NRL does. I understand that things are hard, but you're a piece of shit if you've organised this game. I just want to say this personally to the person who organised it. You are a piece of shit, because there are a lot of people who are going to be impacted tomorrow, health-wise, that have been impacted before, and it's not okay. It's not okay. But the corporates will be okay, and the Broncos fans and everyone else will be okay, but, you know, we'll all just suffer in the 35 degree plus heat. Daniel says, smelling a Jackson Paula anytime try tonight. Be interesting if he does do that. He's been good this year. Jackson Paula has been good this year. I'm not going to lie. Sam Papanazzi says Dolphins are not Redcliffe anymore. I don't give a shit. I'm going to call them the Redcliffe Dolphins. Actually, I'm pretty certain we got rid of you. Hold on. Yeah, there was a reason for you going. I'm going to call them the Redcliffe Dolphins until they get named a place, because currently they don't represent anywhere. So they don't represent technically Redcliffe. They don't represent Moreton Bay, Sunshine Coast, Brisbane, nothing. They are just the Dolphins. So I'm going to call them their traditional name until they get given an official name. So the Knights have come out onto the field here. The Knights have come out onto the field here, guys. Hit that thumbs up button. Subscribe if you are new around here. Justin Sunder says, I simply just cannot wait, because the Sydney Roosters are playing in an epic blockbuster. Good on him, man. He backs his team in. You know. That's mate says Titans, Suns, Dolphins. Wish version of the Gold Coast. Also have a multi on Dolphins to win and Cowboys to win. Easy double up. That's a random 2 games to bet on as a multi double up. That is random. 1 game today and 1 game tomorrow, and they're not like the big games. They're just like average games you would assume from the outset. But here we go. So the Knights will get the ball here, and they'll bring it to the 10. By the way, this is their first home game as well, I believe. Yeah, it would be because they played the second game at Leichhardt and the first game was away to the Warriors, I believe. So I'm pretty certain this is their first home game, unless I'm mistaken. So says, come on Dolphins, let's go. So right hand side here for the Knights. They'll get this ball third tackle to the 25. Third tackle, let's see if the... Oh my God, this is poor already from the Knights. How is there a player in number 10 here, Jack Hetherington, standing where the ball is and standing about 2 metres to the right of it? Oh, that's forward. They didn't call it though. 2 metres to the right of it and was not expecting the ball. Lucky they knock it on. So right hand side now, and Jackson Hastings kicks this ball into the corner. Jonathan Sanders, I feel like they both are locked for some reason. Haven't watched many games this season. I would not say this game is a lock by any means. I think Cowboys are, for sure. But I do believe that this game is really 50-50. And all day today, I've had the vibe that the Knights are going to win. I tipped the Dolphins, but all day today, I've had this vibe like I had with the Dogs last week. I tipped the Storm. The same day of the Dogs-Storm game, I then said, I've got a vibe the Dogs are going to win as well. And they did do that. And today, I've had the exact same thing with the Knights. Not well, but I do believe that if I did my tips right now, I would have taken the Knights. But I did officially make my tip the other day as the Dolphins. Fourth tackle here, left-hand side. Justin Sanders says Knights have a lot of injuries. Well, they do, yeah. No Frizzell, no Brayley, no Callum Ponga. No Jacob Safidi due to suspension. And the Knights will get this ball here 5 metres out from their own line. They do have a lot of injuries. I sim in for sure this game, David says, well, Jack Hetherington's on the field, mate, so it wouldn't surprise me at all. Dominic Young now, he'll get this ball to 15 metres out from his own line, second tackle. Whereas people says, who are you backing? Again, it's so hard. I've got the vibe the Knights win, but I did tip the Dolphins the other day. In regards to who I want to win, I couldn't care less. Daniel McClellan says Cowboys Dogs is the lock this week. I don't actually agree with you in regards to the Dogs. I still believe they're a very 50-50 team that can clock off at points as well, which you saw against Manly, and you saw the opposite of the Manly game against the Storm. I would wait and see on the Dogs. I wouldn't be betting big money on the Dogs until we're at least 5, 6, 7 rounds in, where you can actually understand where they're at as a team, because I guarantee you they're going to lose games that you expect them to win. Right? People were shitting on them after that Manly game, and then people quickly forget about that Manly game because of the Storm game. And it's like the performance against the Manly team is still absolutely possible. And Manly didn't exactly look exceptional last night. They didn't. They were probably the better team than the Eels, but they made a lot of mistakes, a lot of ill discipline, man. A lot of mistakes and a lot of ill discipline. JCF says Hammer is leading Dally M. Yeah, he's not going to get to Dally M though. So 4 tackle now here for the Dolphins. They'll get taken down 45 metres out from their own line. Eugene Krabs says Tigers going to beat the Bulldogs. They want to keep their season. Oh, bro, we're not talking about keeping seasons alive round 3, bro. we're not talking about keeping seasons alive 3 rounds into a goddamn year, my guy. So 5th tackle there for the Dolphins. They whack it up there. It's a hard kick to take, but it will be caught there by Lachlan Miller, and he'll bring this one back to the 15. By the way, I just want to say, what would the Knights have done this year if they weren't able to get Lachlan Miller from the Sharks? Like, truly, they would be in an absolute shambles otherwise. Absolute shambles. And penalty to the Knights. Penalty Newcastle. Newcastle. Ba-ba-da-ba-da-ba-da. So do I, but that Tigers performance was so dreadful last week and Staines in fullback. No, I agree. I understand where you're coming from, but I just know what the Dogs are capable of. Matt says, to be fair, the Manly vs. Crown match last night had everything. Tries, errors, dramatic ending. It was actually a really underwhelming ending, actually, because you saw Clint Gutho just run the ball back into the line. It was actually a really disappointing and underwhelming ending to what was such a good game for so many reasons, good or bad. Left-hand side, now they give it off to Daniel Safidi, who brings his ball 45 metres out from the line, second tackle. Like this Tyson Gamble at fullback. Tyson Gamble at fullback, stop it. This, by the way, you got to agree, like this is the most unlikable halves pairings ever in Jackson Hastings and Tyson Gamble. You got to be honest with yourselves. Truly. Left-hand side here, Gamble gives a ball, short ball. They're away here. Oh, taken down 25 metres out from the line. Oh, is that knock on? Oh, he's a clown. 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 He is a clown. Beautiful. Yeah, oh, that actually is so nice. Oh, I got my new coffee cup today from our sponsor. And it's beautiful. It keeps it nice and hot as well. Justin Sutter said, I think we are all forgetting that Titans beating the Stormers horse were a lot this weekend. Now this is why Justin Sunder He's the best man on the planet right today. Right today, Justin Sunday was the best man on the planet Earth. For real though, it's all my dog shit. And that's a great comment there from Justin Sunday. That's a very good comment. Member says, besides that Gutho run, oh man, how silly. Just silly man. What a silly man. He was the best player on the field, Parramatta all night as well. Second tackle over the Dolphins, they'll be the 40. Eugene says, Brock Lamb, what a bloke. What a bloke. What a bloke. Can we sweep Gamble off the field, please? It'd be very nice to not have to look at that mug. Third tackle here. He's a guy you love to hate. I don't think many Knights fans would actually love him, to be fair, because the thing is, right, if you're going to talk shit, oh no, that's bad from the Dolphins. I think that's a knock-on, is it? No, it's not even a knock-on, it's just a bad pass. Oh, it's a 6 again, actually. Wow, wait. The thing is, right, with Tyson Gamble, it's like, if you're as big a talker as you are, and as big of an arrogant, egotistical muppet like you are, it's okay if you're actually good at what you do. Like, if you're one of the best players in the game, because you have to back up what you're doing, right? But for him, it's not that great. It's not that great. I don't know why my KO is frozen right now. Okay, it's back on. Oh, anyone else's KO messing up right now? Third tackle for the Dolphins. Right outside Tom Gilbert. They'll be 10 metres out. He's still pushing. 5 metres out from the line. 5 metres out. Hastings should play lock. Well, who's playing their 7 then, mate? Who's playing the 7 for the Knights? Then, right inside, Branko Lee taken down 5 metres out from the line. Fifth tackle here. Can the Dolphins get on the board early? Neither team has looked fantastic in attack so far, but they have just kind of... That's a nice kick, though. No, it's not. No, it's not. No, it's not. Well, you can't take him back in now, Hamid, so settle down, mate. So Dominic Young will bring this ball out from the in goal. His second tackle, get this ball to the 8. Iki says, Gags. Dane Gagai should play 7, should he? Iki? Did you just say Dane Gagai? I just want to confirm and clarify that you've just said Dane Gagai to play 7 for the Newcastle Knights. That'll do me if that's the case there, EQ. That's, will do me. What you mean, Gags? There's no way I'm putting Dane Gagai into halfback. Melbourne, who never heard of him? Never heard of him. I've seen it all now. You've seen it all now, Alex. You've seen it all now, mate. So Dolphins will get this ball here at the 20. Reminds me of that chick, Dylan Brooks. Alex, I've seen it all. Mate, I don't know if I ever thought I would hear someone say Dane Gagai should play 7. Dane is only a centre or a fullback citizens race. Brighton says Finns have started slowing both their games so far. Yeah, so the Knights have to try and, capitalise on that early, because right now the Dolphins are actually the ones probably starting off the faster. Left-hand side here, Kenny Brom, he'll be taken down at the 23. Blake Ellis says Crossland will be the second best half. Okay, Blake. All right, mate. Well, get a little bit too crazy there in Penrith today, sir. Get a little bit crazy. We've got a bigger alcoholic than Alex in the chat. Fair enough. Fair tackle here. Sean O'Sullivan, I think that's charge down. It should be... Would you not argue that's a charge down? Oh, they're saying it's a knock-on against the Knights then. Would you not argue that's a charge? Well, he's not arguing, so I should be wrong here. But I'm just saying, could you not argue it? No, it's a knock-on. No, that's right, cool. That's why I'm not a referee. I put my hand up. I'm not a referee. I put my hand up. I'm pretty good with the video refereeing decisions. Like, we usually, obviously, we do pretty well with video refereeing decisions, but on-field ref, I always have admiration for how hard their job is. So, left-hand side now for the Dolphins. Hamisa! Oh, taking down 3 metres out of the line. Knights keep dropping the ball. Welcome to Newcastle, mate. First tackle now, right-hand side. They go out to... I don't even know what's going on there with Tom Gilbert. Second tackle. 10 minutes gone, you guys. 10 minutes gone. Hit that thumbs up button and subscribe if you're new around here. Right side, Jesse Bromwich. Gives off to O'Sullivan. To Isai Katoa. Back to Branko Lee. Branko Lee with a bit of a shoop. There's only one shoop here, mate. That's on the Gold Coast. Not in Redcliffe and definitely not in Newcastle. Don't ever do that again. Left-hand side, hit O'Sullivan. Back to Jesse Bromwich. Forward tackle. He'll be 10 metres out from the line. Did I put Jesse Brom as the thumbnail today? I think I did, didn't I? Left-hand side of O'Sullivan. Gives it off to Hamisa. That's an easy try. Holy shit, Knights. Oh, that's disgusting defense. Oh, the Knights. Oh, boy. Knights. Holy shit, Newcastle. Like, well done there for the Dolphins. It's a nicely worked try, but come on, Newcastle. Like, look how easy this is. Dominic Young that's also big time on Dane Gagai here. It actually is on Dane Gagai. Your new number 7, apparently, Newcastle. Dane Gagai is well and truly 2 infield there. I guess the whole line is in, but he's way too slow to read the play. Way too slow to read the play there is Dane Gagai. So 4-0 here to the Dolphins, 10 minutes in. This is imagine getting beat by the Dolphins. I would not know it. I would not know it. We'll slap him in 3 weeks. Slap him. Citizens of the Race says, should have got Joey Lussick played with Hastings for 2 years at Salford. I would not really like to go to English backs. Most English backs don't really work. And Hastings isn't that great in the NRL. Like, he's fine, but he's not... I actually don't understand why people were so obsessed with him last year. And I said this in the off-season. Like, why is he so overrated? Like, he's not... When I say... The word overrated usually gets a connotation of being a bad thing, right? No, you're not saying he's a bad player. But considering where people rate him, I still think he's okay. But the ratings that people have of Jackson Hastings is way too high. So I'm saying he's overrated based off where the general public consensus is. But that doesn't mean that I'm saying that he's a bad player, which is unfortunately how that usually comes together when you say the word overrated. 6-0 hit the Dolphins, they will get the kick there. But he's okay. You know, people wanted to put him into quality, and I was like, a little bit too high there. And I'm not a big fan of English backs at all. I don't think anyone's a big fan of English backs. The last English back that came over and did well was probably George Williams, but also fell apart after that grand final and then went home. English backs aren't really the ones to go. Yeah, that's great they went to the grand final, but he's going to use a pre-season trial as a thing. The NRL is very, very different to the Super League, my guy. There's been many backs in time. I've seen Sam Tompkins, I've seen Dan Sarginson, I've seen Callum Watkins. You know, I've seen all these great backs in the Super League. They do not translate. English forwards, they translate. English backs, they don't usually translate. Eugene says, Gagai has been below average since he ever went back to Newcastle. He's never really had a great deal of defense, but he's been a great player in his time. Oh, that's going to be a concussion here. There's going to be a HIA for... Who's number 12 there for the Knights? Who is the 12? Lachlan Fitzgibbon. Ugh. Jeez, Knights are getting depleted, man, their forwards. Like, I know we're depleted in our forwards, but Knights are just on the same level as us. Herbie Farnworth isn't a English product, really, though. Didn't he go through the Broncos system? Or am I wrong? And Dominic Young's the exact same. I don't think he went through the English system. I think he's pretty much come through the Australian system. They are English, but I'm pretty certain that they've gone through their entire entire system being over here. Dolphins fans, imagine getting beat by the Dolphins. Yeah, exactly right, Speller. Yes, Farnworth came through the Broncos system, so that's not comparable. We're talking about players in the Super League that come across over here, right? And Farnworth came through the Broncos system, and I'm pretty... Oh, huge hit. Huge hit there by Daniel Safedi. Need something like that there for the Knights to wake him up. Fit tackle here. The Dolphins get the ball out to the 30. So, Sapelli said, I don't think the Knights have it tonight. Gamble Hastings are passing halves with average kicking games and won't really ask too many questions of the Finn Stevie line. I don't disagree. I took the Dolphins based off that fact. I think a full-strength Knights team, although he's not that great, probably beats the Dolphins in their first away game. Jeez, KO is messing up a bit for me. I don't know what's going on. I don't know why. Brian says Farmer might as well play for Queensland. He probably would have had the choice if he didn't want to play for England, but in the same sense, I don't know what age he actually came over here though. Wasn't Chris McQueen decent at the Titans? No, it was probably also that's a forward. But I know he could play centre, but he was more of a forward, back rower. But Chris McQueen was okay. Oh, bro, he could have gone and put his foot over the sideline and made that out in the full. He could have made that out in the full there, Asako. Not smart enough. It was close enough to force that to be a kick out in the full. So Dolphins with the ball here, 15 metres out from their own line. Third tackle here. Desmond says, Dom Young came from the Super League, but for the most part, English backs don't do well. Well, there you go. Now, that's a penalty there for the Dolphins. Welcome back, Newcastle. Welcome back. Where'd Dom Young come from? Suppose says, Saka has the footy IQ of a blunt pencil. It's like he has such unreal talent at times, but it is also just so daft at others. It is actually mad the polar opposite types of player that Jermaine Asako can be. Because, you know, you get that playmaking, winning ability. He's a clutch player. I would say, I'd make an argument for it, that Asako could be in the top 10 clutch players of all time because he seems to always be there in the clutch. He did it for the Broncos many times. He did it for the Titans occasionally, you know. But when I think of clutch, he just always seems to be there. That doesn't mean that for the entire 75 minutes beforehand that he, you know, was there at all. It's usually quite shit out for the first 75. But when it comes to that last 5, if I'm getting the ball in somebody's hands, I'm not going to say no to Jermaine Sarko as well. Right hand side, third tackle. Third tackle here. Now for knock on. Okay, citizen race. Let's clarify this for you. Okay, so you said Dom Young Huddersfield. Again, right? As an overall consensus and as an overall basis, English backs do not translate well. Fact. Not opinion, that's a fact. As an overall basis, you are going to find individual players that work. That is just how life works. There are going to be individual players, but you cannot name a great deal. It's just not how it works. Look at all the English players in the backs that have come over and not worked, and then give them the numbers compared to the players that have worked, and I guarantee you there is a drastic rise. But in English forwards, it's very different. And this isn't opinion I'm talking about here. This is facts in regards to the numbers, right? The forwards vastly outweigh the ones that didn't do well. Right? It's just how it's worked. So it's going to be Knights here with the ball. I don't understand how this is so difficult, guys. Like, it's not that difficult. There is a genuine gap there based off the overall consensus of players that come through. It's well known. It's not like it's hard. Sabella says, I hope you're getting the ad revs of the mid-roll in-stream Blazer because YouTube's violating your streams these days with mid-rolls. Welcome, lads. Welcome. I don't know. I didn't do anything to change anything, you know. Oh, is that a penalty? No. 4 tackle over the Knights. They're 45 metres out from their own line, right hand side, and Daniel Saifidi gets his ball to the 45 on the opposition side of the field. I would be, though. It's not like I wouldn't be getting the in-stream ad rolls, but, you know, like I can click over there, but I have to click out of all the stuff that I've got on my screen. Hamisa gets taken down at the 15. So I can click and I can put an ad roll in, but I have not done like an in-stream ad roll where I click it myself in probably about 3 years. So this is just YouTube implementing it. So welcome to YouTube, ladies and gentlemen. Brian says you just need ad blocker, mate. If you get ad blocker, it's funny because it still pays. Like it still obviously does the YouTube ad revenue, but you don't have to watch it. But then again, you're paying for ad blocker. Third tackle here at the 40. Brian says he kicks many under pressure kicks, but will miss the simple ones. Yeah. Yeah. Alright, so fourth tackle. Are they, like, the ads you guys receive? Oh, no! Miso was away for an easy try. Oh, it was a nice little Cameron Smith, Cooper Crum, and Billy Slater play there, but unfortunately, the Billy Slater, Miso Tabuai Fido will knock that ball on. Oh, that might have been on O'Sullivan the way you passed that. Might have been a little bit... No, it was a good actual defense there from Leo Thompson for the Knights. Confused, he dropped his gloves before he did. Suppose says Tom Young hasn't exactly lit the world on fire at NRL level either, though, to be fair. He had a great World Cup. Besides being on the end of a set play to score a try, he hasn't exactly done much of his own back. Well, I think that you'll see... That could have actually been a Knights knock on, by the way, but they didn't challenge it. What you'll notice is when he goes to the Roosters or Rabbitohs next year, you will see the player that Dom Young is. He is at a Knights team that is dreadful. It is dreadful, right? They could win this game, go 2-1, and they're still dreadful. You know, sorry, Knights fans, it's true. So yeah, wingers single-handedly, individually rely on their inside man in regards to how quality their halfback is, their 5'8" is, and their centers are. And you go through that Knights team in those positions, and it's not fantastic. Forward tackle now for the Knights. They go right inside. Jackson Hastings. Hastings here gives it off, and they'll be 23 metres out from the line. Fifth tackle. It's going to be a low-scoring grind here, I reckon. I just call him Hammer. Hard to pronounce his name. Nice here. Oh, Tyson Gamble. Hamiso, what are you doing? What are you doing, Hamiso? But that was just out of thin air. Completely out of nowhere there for the Knights. And Tyson Gamble catches the ball. It's a try time for Newcastle. Where's Hamiso? And Blake says, Hammer, that was awful. That was awful. What's Hammer doing? And then for him to just get shouldered off like that is mad. That was awful. Awful defense there from the Dolphins. 6-4 here, but it'll be 6-6 any moment now. That was one of the easiest tries that Gamble will have seen. It's not that Hammer was MIA negative. He was in the right positioning, but he didn't... Well, he wasn't actually. He didn't run fast enough. But, like, if you're not going to catch the ball and you can see Tyson Gamble is in that situation, you look for the tackle. But he didn't look for anything. He barely went for the ball, and he didn't even go for the tackle either. That was really strange. Really, really strange. Blake says Gamble for Dally M. I don't know. I don't know, man. I can't believe that was... Like, I don't actually know what Hamiso was trying to achieve there. I really am not sure. Because he did not go for the ball, and he did not go for the tackle. Instead, just got absolutely pumped. The Reekster says a bit of lack of experience there, yeah. Exactly right. But Jackson Hastings here. Jackson Hastings from right in front will go... Bang. There we go. 6-6 here. With 20 minutes to go here, guys, on the first half. Hit that thumbs up button. Subscribe if you're new around here. 20 minutes to go first half. Okay, it was a good kick, but it was a really nice kick. But you watch that again, and I'm telling you, you will have an aneurysm looking at what Hamiso did. Because he did not look to do anything. So 6-6 here. Felt like slow motion. Exactly right. Oh, man. All right. So 20 minutes to go first half. At least it's close. But again, every game this year is close. Suppose that Vanilla Coke Bar looks different, Blaze. Oh, well, we'll see you in 5 minutes. Bye-bye. We'll see you in 5 minutes, Bellu. Right-hand side now. And they'll get this ball out to the 10. First tackle in. First tackle at the 10 down, so back to Francis Crossland. And it's this good defense here from the Dolphins, but you can sense that there's something a little bit off today. They've been fine, but you can sense there's something. Reese says didn't challenge the ball at all, wasn't paying attention to incoming chase out. Yeah, exactly right. Didn't do anything. He literally just ran towards the ball, didn't make a play at it, and then got just completely and utterly annihilated by Gamble, Miller, right outside Dominic Young. Dominic Young's away. Young's away. He's at the 40. He's at the 30. He gave the ball along to Miller. Oh, that's a great try-saving tackle there by Sullivan. Left-hand side here. It's fit tackle. They should have numbers. They should have numbers here. They should have numbers here. They should. They don't. They're going to go. They're trying. Can't get the offload away. Good defense by the Dolphins, but... Oh, what a set from the Knights, but unlucky they couldn't score. So close. I probably would have kicked this ball if I was Dom Young because there was a play on his inside. He's got some good speed there, Dom Young. Probably could have gone himself because Hamiso's tackle technique there didn't look like he was actually going for the tackle. He was going for the bump. So I just want to throw it out there. Hamiso's having a bit of a rough game here in my opinion. He's having a bit of a rough game. So second tackle here for the Dolphins. Get this ball out of 22. Very interesting kind of setup at the moment. The Reese's just hold the ball. No, there was nothing wrong with what happened just then. The Knights did what they could. They didn't actually have the numbers that I was assuming out there. The Dolphins got back in defense quite well. It was fit tackle for the Knights. It was fit tackle. So he had to try and get the ball out and they lost the ball forward. It is what it is, but it was fit tackle anyway. All right, so Lachlan Miller gets the ball there at the 20, out to the 30, 35. Good little run there. The Knights are on top right now. The Dolphins were on top for the first, 10, but the Knights have definitely worked their way back into this. Well, the momentum changer was clearly that Tyson Gamble try. Peter Lyons says, Aussie in the States, any Streamlink chat. Unfortunately, due to broadcast restrictions, I can't show you the game live. But yeah, I'm not too sure. I'm not too sure about the old streamer link or who knows. Forward tackle now for the Knights. I'll get this ball 25 metres out here from the line. It's still going here. He gets the offload away. Thinks Crossland off to Hastings. Hastings. Oh, that's a great pass. Gets on the Bradman Best. Best back on the inside here. Best still going. Gives it off to Fitzgibbon. He's still going. Taking out 3 metres out from the line. The Knights are well and truly on the motivation right now. Starting streaming in 30 minutes. Oh, man. I meant to... Huh? Oh, true. I must have done that wrong. Okay. I must have done that wrong. I'll have to go and change that. I'd have to go and change it. Oh no, there's an injury here for Tyson Campbell. Yeah, I must have unfortunately put that an hour earlier because of your stupid Muppet time bullshit for New South Wales. Hold on. Let me just go sort this little bad boy out here. Sorry guys, apparently I put the Roosters Rabbitohs stream an hour early. If I go here, oh jeez. That would have hurt. Alright, so fit tackle for the Knights. Hastings puts that ball up in the air. Dom Young. No. Good work there again by the Dolphins. Or is it a knock on Dolphins? No, I think it is just Dolphins ball. It is, yeah, it's just Dolphins ball here. Alright, edit. No, I don't want to edit title and description. Let's go here. Okay, 5:55. Yeah, it's meant to be on 6:55. Yes, I'm a Muppet. I'm a Muppet. I am a Muppet. I am a Muppet man. I am a Muppet man. Thank you for letting me know that, Justin, because otherwise that would have been an hour late. 6:55. There we go. All right. All right, there we go. And then we're back. All right, we're back. So Dolphins with the ball here, and it's for the... Can you just confirm that that's been changed there, Justin? Jay. Can you just confirm that's been changed? Greg Martin says, get up, you cat. Get up, you cat. Get up. Blake Hart says, nice being entertained to watch. I've never seen this in my life. Do wonders when you change the teams up. So Dom Young gets his ball 15 metres out here from his own line. And now he gets it out to the 25. The Knights are looking decent. They're looking decent this last 10 minutes. Excuses, Aliens. Bullet Brother, just seen the video where you went to the Titan game. It was an awesome video, except the part where those clowns were trying to be tough. Anyway, good work. Keep shag and sub here. Oh, sheep shag and sub here. Don't worry, bro. Oh, Penalty Knights. Penalty Knights, I appreciate it, man. We've been doing that for years, man, so you can check out our previous vlogs. But we've got another vlog coming out this week, obviously, for the Titans versus Storm game. I'll be there tomorrow. Tomorrow's streams, I will only be able to do the Broncos-Dragons game. I won't be able to do Titans Storm or Cowboys versus Warriors because I will be at the Titans game. And when I come back for the Broncos-Dragons game, guys, I will be absolutely blasted exhausted. So don't expect it to be a crazy hype stream. But I'll do my best, obviously. I will do my best, but I will be absolutely blasted tomorrow. Because it's meant to be 35 degrees on the Gold Coast, which will probably mean about 40 to 42 degrees minimum inside the stadium. They're saying that was meant to be a penalty, and then... Sorry? What happened just then? Did he not call a penalty? Oh, they just took a tap. What? Why did they play the ball then? It was... I don't understand. So left-hand side, and it's going to be Hastings. Hastings gets to Gamble. Gamble to Miller, and Miller gets slapped there by Branko Lee. Not a pen because it was outside the 40 mistake. Oh, okay, fair enough. Alright, so right hand side here, down side Feedy gets that ball to the 34 tackle here. Appreciate Sunday. Well, NRL was good. What's good, man? Left hand side here for the Knights. Leo Thompson gives it off to Tyson Gamble. What is he? This guy prime Karen Munster right now. What's going on? Right hand side fit tackle gives it off to Hastings. Hastings kicks that ball up in the air. Young! Oh, try time for the Knights, I think. I think it's a try for the Knights. Dane Gagai. I think it's a try here for the Dane Gagai. He lives in Perth. I would never live in Perth, Jay. Never. But that's a try time there for Newcastle. Bing, bang, bing, bang, boom. No, not Dom Young, Eugene Krabs. It's Dane Gagai. Unless Dom Young knocks this on, I'm not sure. Someone touches it. Someone touches it. I don't know if it's a Dolphins player or a Knights player. But Crossland goes right inside. Hastings puts that ball up. No! That's actually just knocked back from the Dolphins. I think this is a try. What place is a local Dubbo boy? What a random comment. What a random place. I think this is knocked back from the Knights. No, sorry, from the Dolphins. That's a knock back. This is actually a try. I don't think Dom Young touches this. Oh, no, there it is. No, it's a knock on there. No, when you slowed it down like that, he definitely touches it. When you slow it down like that, he definitely touches it. But will they say it's a knock on Dolphins first? Because the Dolphins touch the ball first, but it goes back. Does it go backwards, they're going to say? Blaze lives in Pimpama. My God. So this will be a no try here. But will they call it a knock on Dolphins or knock on Knights? Tigers levels is just imagine the Dolphins are 3-0. What is it? They haven't played a crazy difficult team yet. The Roosters are normally known for losing that round 1 game. But with that being said, like, good on them. I think they're going to say this is a knock on Knights. So, yeah, I think they're going to say Knights knock on here. I'm the Jared Warrior Hargraves. This chat guaranteed to be sent to the pin at least once every game, and so I apologise to absolutely nobody. That would be Conor McGregor Muppet. That's the best part of you gone then, Chantel. Wow. Wow. Yeah, it does. It happens. But that's a knock on there from Newcastle. Dom Young, unlucky. It's unlucky because I believe that ball, if he doesn't touch it, I still think it goes to the exact same positioning as a try. Obviously, it's a knock on. I'm just saying, like, it's unlucky for the Knights because realistically, that try still happens without it. Tigers Lions will be keeping your eye on the Geelong scores tonight. I would really appreciate it if people didn't give me the score because I would like to watch the game afterwards without it having been ruined for me. But I know that ultimately it's going to get ruined for me. I know it will. But if the moderators could do me a favour and try to remove the, Geelong scores while the game is on, just because I'd prefer to be able to watch it without it being ruined. But I'm very well aware of what YouTube's going to be like. Sport of the Cats win. Thanks, Daz. You are right, though. You are right, though, Daz. So first tackle of the Dolphins, please. Kafusi gets the ball out to the 17. Second tackle. I'm getting asked who am I tipping next week. Bro, that's a whole week away. I want to get through this week's games, mate, first. I can't think about next week yet. I've got to, get me through Titan Storm tomorrow and then ask me on Sunday, maybe. But right now, it's way too early to be talking about next week. Speller says, spoiler Geelong lose because they're a bunch of cats. We are a bunch of cats, but we're the champions, Speller. Have some respect. Have some respect. Put some respect on our name, baby. Put some respect on our name. We're the champions, son. Don't ever forget it. So it goes here. Oh, Dom Young is having a shocker at the moment. Knock on. Knock on Dominic Young. Knock on. Knock on over here. Poor guy knocked it on again. Yeah, knocked it on, so it was a no try. Does it, I know it gets called a knock on, but a lot of the time, he doesn't actually touch any part of that with his hands. It just hits his knees, which wouldn't be a knock on. Who am I tipping? Round 13 in 20,237. I think I'm going to tip the Pangea Blizzard over the Utopian Flyers. That's who I'll go with there. Obviously, the Gold Coast Titans are pretty good. They've won the last 20,000 years in a row. But I'm going to go with a little bit of an outside of it in Pangea. So it's going to be first tackle of the Dolphins. 15 metres out even the line. Do it for St. Patrick. Hit that like button and sub up. Do it for St. Patrick, man. Second tackle of the Dolphins. They're 3 minutes out from the line. 12 minutes to go here the first half. Arguably should have been a 6 again there for the Dolphins. They go left-hand side now. Back off to Marky Nichols. And Nichols 5 minutes out from the line. Rolls it back. Gives it off here. O'Sullivan to Kafusi. And Kafusi gets smacked. Fourth tackle. 4 metres out here from the Knights line. Arguably, there should be another 6 again. There it is. There's the 6 again. Yeah! No! So close. 1 metre out from the line. I was celebrating before he even got it. First tackle of the Dolphins after the 6 again. Oh! Nico Rima! Cody Nico with the try time. Try time for the Dolphins. Nico Rima with the play. But you are still the wish version of the Gold Coast. But that's a good try there for the Dolphins. So it will be 10-6 with the kick to come. Unfortunately there for the Knights because they could have gone 12-6 themselves. And instead, Cody Nicarima puts them up. You just says no Titans with Bulldogs round 27. Oh, easy Titans. Not even close. Rooster Man says nice and tight here, just the way I like it. Huh? Someone go on here. Rooster Man. 10 minutes to go here the first half, guys. 10 minutes to go the first half. Hit that thumbs up button. Subscribe for new round here. Don't forget we'll be showing the Roosters Rabbitohs game right after this as well. 10 minutes to go. Nicarima, 34 tries in his NRL career. I love how they had to dictate that it's one for the Dolphins. It's like this is his first game for the Dolphins. Nicarima, the wish version of Ben Hunt. Gee whiz. Gee whiz, Brian. Settle down. Just settle down, you know. Jermaine Sarko to convert it. Would he be on good Supercoach score right now? I'm not sure. I know Hamisa, like you're going to get money regardless with the guys who are on minus point at break even, but I don't think Hamisa's having a great game in regards to points. Suppose could Nicarima revive his career with a permanent move to rake? You think Blaze would be a gun pairing with Marshall King and is very deceptive around the ruck? 14. I reckon you could utilise it in a similar sense of Marshall King, Cody Nicarima, as you do Harry Grant, Ben Hunt for Queensland. Obviously, a very severe difference in quality there, but the point still remains. And Matt's on Sports TV says, just tuned in. I see you had a shave. Very nice. Yes, I was waiting for the first Titans home game of the season. And I was also thinking it's going to be well and truly hot tomorrow, and not having a shave would probably have me murdered by the sun. So I would like to not be murdered by the sun tomorrow, even though I'm probably still going to get murdered by the sun. I just thought... I usually wait until the first game of the season as well. It's just a bit of a superstition, tradition thing that I do. Brighton says he's always been a quality utility. Nicarima, he's been alright. He's not been anything spectacular. He's been alright. It's a penalty to the Dolphins. Oh, you trying to quick tap there anyway, you muppet. Get around you, Gus. 9.5 minutes to go here. Knights have started to slacken off a little bit. Heard you went to jail, went in a tight end, came out a white receiver. Wow. Heard you went to jail, went in a tight end, and came out a wide receiver. That is an unbelievable comment there from Daz, mate. My goodness. My goodness. Dolphins now will get this ball here. 43 metres out from the Knights line. Be big if they can score here. Right hand side off to... I don't even know who that is. Oh, Ray Stone. My family, I support my family, and they're getting bloody ungrateful about it, to be fair. I don't know, why am I reading that comment? Right hand side! Oh! Lockie Miller, how to get that? He's still going. Lockie Miller hits the sevens, man. Oh, penalty to the Dolphins. Penalty to the Dolphins. Apparently an obstruction here. Daz knows all about the prison purse. Okay, so where's the obstruction here? Oh, I think that's a bit bullshit, that. Nah, I think that's a bit bullshit, that. Disagree with that call there from the referee. Alright, so they're going to go for the 6 here. They're not going to go for the 2, which would take it to an 8-point game. I disagree with that call there from the Dolphins. So 5 metres out in from the line. Marky Nichols rolls back to Nicarima. Nicarima out the back here. And they'll be 3 metres out, Ray Stone. Can Nicarima do it again here? Could he score again right now? Second tackle. Gets it out the back. O'Sullivan here to Hamiso. Taken down 5 metres out. 5 metres out. 6 again here for the Dolphins. I don't understand why people are so surprised the Dolphins went 3 in a row. Like, they're playing the Knights right now without Jaden Brayley, Kalen Ponga, Jacob Saifidi. Who else? There's another one. There was another one. Ah, no! Did he score? Did he score it? I think he does. Try time. Tessie New, I think it is. Try time Tessie New, but I don't understand why people are so surprised at the Dolphins winning this game. Like, this is a New South Wales Cup Newcastle team playing right now, minus Daniel Saifidi coming in. But I'm pretty certain he gets this down. So they go out. Ewan Aiken gets the offload away and tries. Ooh, yeah, try. I think so. I think it's a try. There was good work there by Ewan Aiken. I think it's a try. I think it should be a knock-on, really. I think they'll call this a try, but I think that should be a knock-on. Yeah, I think it's a knock-on. I think it's... That really should be a knock-on. I think they'll call it a try, but I disagree. I don't know. I think that... That's a really tough one there. I actually believe that should be a knock-on. They've called it try, and I said I said they would do that, but I disagree. I think it's a bit bullshit. Because there's no way you can tell me he had control there. Yeah, people aren't happy with it. I think it was a knock-on. Yeah, exactly right. Nah, that's bullshit there. Knights have been unfair. That's unfair there. That's unfair there. So Bella said it doesn't look like it ever loses contact even though he's losing it. That's a try according to the rules. I think it is according to the rules, but it's bullshit. Like, he is losing it. And... Oh, it just doesn't look great, eh? Dolphins fan says, haha, bro. Bro, you want to talk shit, Dolphins fan? You sure? Remember, not many Dolphins fan out there. Well, remember for the season, bro. Don't you worry. Stick around, eh? Don't worry, boy. You think it's funny? You think it's funny getting calls like that? No worries, bro. Stick around. It'll be a long year. Don't you worry, bro. So 6 minutes to go in the first half. I love it when people talk shit. Sit back and enjoy the show, baby. Alright, so it's going to be 18:60 with 6 minutes to go. This is the worst channel to be talking shit on. This is not the channel you want to be doing stuff like that. Since the race is Ponga done now, you reckon? Has he, you think, he will retire with the amount of concussions he has had? I think that it's in his best health concern. Like, it's his best health thought process to retire. I love Kalyn Ponga as a player, but I would really prefer him retire for his own health and safety. Later says rules don't apply to the Dolphins. We had a chat to the refs after last week. Well, it's not that that is necessarily the wrong call. I'm not necessarily saying that's the wrong call. I'm just saying that it's a harsh one there against the Knights because he is losing contact. But on the split motion camera, like it does have his hand on it. But I think we all know that he's probably knocking that on. It's a difficult one. The Orapaturutan, that was a hard name to read. Says, yeah, that shouldn't have counted, but whatever, I guess. Oh, knock on there by the Dolphins. So the Knights will get the ball at the 30. If they score, did they miss that kick, by the way? Did they miss that kick? I think they did. You just said, surely Ponga has some sort of memory loss from all the head knocks he's had. Jays beats his Titans, worst Queensland team in the league. We're the Cowboys, baby. 5 minutes to go, first half. Zay the Aussie says Ponga should play in the centres. Surely Ponga has some sort of memory loss from all the head knocks he's had. Oh, I hope not, man. I hope not. But in the same sense, he's in a very difficult place in regards to... He's in a very difficult place. I hope he's okay, because it is a tough mental game, a tough sport, and he's been hit across the head a lot of times, and the way he plays is unfortunate and quite dangerous. But it's going to be first tackle for the Knights. They have 32 metres out of the line. First tackle, left-hand side. Don't forget to hit that thumbs up button and subscribe if you're new around here. We've got the Roosters Rabbitohs later on tonight. Should be a good stream, that one. But Crossland goes right-hand side here to Gamble. Gamble steps back onto the inside here. He's 20 metres out. Gives it off to Locker. Miller. Short ball. Fitzgibbon! Miller! Try time for the Knights! Good try. Wow, that was nicely worked there. That was a nicely worked try there by the Knights. That kind of makes up for the iffy call in that last one. But what a try there by the Knights. What a try. So they go out to the right-hand side here. Crossland gives it off to Gamble. Gamble steps around. There was nothing out there. Dolphins good defense out on that left-hand side. Go to Miller. Miller off to Fitzgibbon. But Miller follows up the play behind Fitzgibbon and then puts the ball down over the line. Well done there for the Newcastle Knights. It's a nice try. Unfortunately, Brenko Lee just wasn't up to the pace there. But when Miller got that ball following up, that's what he does in the sevens, you know what I'm saying? There's a reason why he was there, in the Australian sevens team. It was great, that's exactly what you're taught. And that's why he's been such a great inclusion here for the Knights. Because without Lachlan Miller, they would have had... Well, because they lost Tex Hoy. Obviously, Callan Pong went to the 5'8". They would have... Shane said he didn't lose that. He lost it on the second after he already put the ball down. So it was close to being a knock-on, but as he rolls, the first one goes down, and then as he rolls, I think he already knew he got it down, so that's when he lost it afterwards. So it's a try. It's a try. Matt's Oz Sports TV says, imagine the Titans game was today, 36 in the city today. He said it felt like 40. It's meant to be just as hot tomorrow, my guy. It's meant to be just as hot tomorrow. Jonathan Bush's Dolphins go for the win. Good luck, man. 2.5 minutes to go in the first half. It's been a decent little game so far. The Orapturitan says, also for what it's worth, this is one of my main ways to watch this game since we barely got any coverage here in America of the Dolphins. I appreciate it, man. We stream every game here, unless I'm at the game, which I'll be at the Titans Storm game tomorrow, and that vlog will come on Monday. So if you're ever looking for a game, we're here, man. But Hastings slaps it on through. So it's 16-12 here, with 2.5 minutes to go in the first half. So yeah, if you're obviously going to watch that Roosters Rabbitohs belter tonight, which will be a huge game, 116-year rivalry, 115-year rivalry. What a game that's going to be tonight. And Trell Mid, after all the the racism that we saw last week and the everything that goes into this game, it's just so insane. So I'm really looking forward to tonight's game. Yeah. Nevada says the way Ponga plays in Origin, if he were to retire, we'll miss his impact. The impact he's had. I don't think we will. I'm not denouncing him, but I'm saying AJ Brimson is not a bad replacement. Right now, obviously, Reece Walsh is having his name thrown out there. Needs to improve his defense still. And then you've also got... Who's the other fullback? Who's the other fullback that is looking at that Queensland spot besides Brimdog Millionaire and Reece Walsh? I can't remember. Who's the one? Dolphins fans 116 years. 115 on the years count, but 116 in regards to seasons. And penalty of the Knights. Penalty of the Knights here at the 30. So here we go. Here we go for Newcastle, eh? Oh, the I guess Brighton, the hammer, but there's no way you'd be putting him over the likes of AJ Brimson or even your Reece Walsh at the Broncos. Jelly Bean says that Dolphin try was an obvious knock-on. It wasn't obvious, Jelly Bean. So I argued with you that it was a knock-on, but on the technical rule basis, it was a try. On a technical rule basis, it was a try for the Dolphins, but I do believe it was a knock-on. But it wasn't obvious by any means. It was actually a really tough one. You wouldn't go Val Holmes. He's great in the centres. Val Holmes is a shout still, I guess, but no, you wouldn't. He doesn't play fullback. March left-hand side here for the Knights. Third tackle, 25 metres out from the line. Cobbo. No, Shane. No way to Cobbo, bro. We saw him play in fullback when he took on... Was it the Cowboys or the Panthers? I don't know, but he had a dreadful game. I think it was the Panthers game, wasn't it? He's not... I know he played fullback for Wynnum, but... Left-hand side here, Jackson Hastings. Good ball, Lockie Miller. Gets the ball offloaded. Gamble's still going here. Fit tackle. 10 metres out of the line. 1 minute to go here of the first half. He's trying to push over. 5 metres out now. Here we go for the Knights. If they lead, Crossland is... What is this guy doing? Nah, that's not the play, Crossland. That is a selfish play there. That is a selfish play. That was selfish by Crossland, man. Why are we insulting Greg now for saying Cobbo? He's just putting out options there. Let's settle down and get your head checked, Shane, you muppet. Why is Shane just copping abuse for saying Cobbo? We've just been throwing out names, but he's just gotten slandered and slaughtered for saying Gobbo. Just tell him, probably not, mate. Maybe not calling him, muppet and slapping him down. So the Dolphins here, fit tackle, still going here. It's the halftime siren's going. Nichols, if he had to pass the ball, they had numbers on the right. But there we go, guys. Half time. Exciting first half, really. Wasn't the greatest of quality, but exciting first half for sure. Exciting first half for sure. So both teams in the contest. Knights still kicking. Don't know what Crossland was just doing then. Dolphins third try, was a little bit dodgy, but I'm overall on a technical rule basis happy to call it a try, but it also probably was a knock-on. But it's what it is, 16-12 here at half-time. Hit that thumbs up button, subscribe if you're new around here, and let's get into it. Citizens Races, I reckon Latrell will have a good game tonight. I think everyone's thinking he's going to have a good game tonight, man. You know, it's the kind of game that he would have a big game, you know. Brian says, no, but he's in the picture because he's played for us once before and won the series that year. Yeah, but Cobbo played on the wing, though. Cobbo did play on the wing, however. Someone Cobbo's a winger, not a fullback. He actually originally was a fullback, Eugene. So this is the reason why, because Farnworth wants to play fullback, Selwyn Cobbo wants to play fullback, and Reece Walsh is there, right? But the Broncos have kind of made it as a statement that they're going, because they've got Adam Reynolds in 7, they got in the 6 Ezra Mam. They've actually made a bit of a statement that Reece Walsh will eventually, I believe, go to the 7. Is it? Or is it Ezra Mam? Brighton, you probably know more about this than me. Is it Ezra to the 7 or is it Reece to the 7? It will. Let's assume for the point of talking that Reece goes to the 7, Ezra's the 6. Selwyn Cobbo is actually the one that they're preparing to move to the fullback role. But obviously, we saw against the Panthers game that he's a dreadful fullback right now. I know he played well for Winner Manly and he looked great, looked like the next Greg Inglis in that fullback spot. But, you know, woulda, coulda, shoulda, didn't do shit. You know, didn't do shit and was really, really poor and nearly cost him the game. Literally, actually, nearly cost him the game. With 2 minutes to go, dropped the ball 1 metre out from his own line. Selwyn Cobbo's not a fullback. You know, I used to believe heavily in it, but I think he's grabbing the wing. I love him on the wing. As a Titans fan, I love him on the wing. Dolphins fans, good luck in the Melbourne game this week. Should be good. Nate says, Cobbo is still only like 20 years old, very immature, but will be a great fullback eventually. I think keep him on the wing, personally. I do. I do. Mevita says, Shane, you said it, you've done it. Eugene says, Blaze, have you ever been to a fig tree pocket? I don't know what that means. Citizens of Races, big up to my Salford, won at Hull FC 60-14. Gee whiz, there you go. I don't know how good either of those teams are, but I assume Salford's good. I don't know if Hull are any good, though. Dolphins says, did the bunker check that try? No, they did. Every single try gets checked, but they just didn't have an extra look at it, realistically. Basically, when the bunker gets involved, it means if the bunker hasn't just immediately been called, when the bunker gets called, when the bunker checks it after, so you will only effectively get the bunker coming down after they've already basically made a decision. But if they're asked immediately for the bunker, then they'll have a look at it and we'll all get to see it. But for examples like that, the referee gave it a try, and the bunker, up until they said try confirmed, just looked at it, right? So there's a difference. Brian says there is potential for sure. Blaze to play fullback for Queensland. I'm definitely a big bloke, mate. I wouldn't be looking to play fullback. I'd be looking to play, you know, back row or front rower, mate. Jay says, Eugene, you asked that question 3 times now. I don't even know what it means, though. I don't even know what it means. Dazza says, Hull FC weren't trying. Hammer, you're talking about Hammer. Oh, there you go. How did Ken Seo go on Oz? Ken Seo? What a random name. Ken Seo, geez, that was like, he used to play for Parramatta. I think he was fine. He had his moments, but nothing exceptional. But Ken Seo is such a random name. Ken Seo? What's going on here? Jake says, when they put Cobbo in fullback and he scores 5 tries, then Shane will be hailed as the almighty messiah. Well, it's not like we're saying he can't play it. I'm just saying that what we've seen so far wasn't a great representation, and I personally would be leaving him on the wing because I do think he is a really solid winger. But I think you move to that fullback, he's got too much responsibility. I'm not going to lie, I don't think his IQ is that spectacular in regards to footy IQ, right? So I think keep him on the wing, he knows how to score tries. But also, I will reiterate this to you, if you watched my pre-season tier rankings video with, who was doing the wingers? It was Hectic Fred. He has like 2.5 errors a game. Like 2.2 errors a game. That's a legitimate number. 2.2 errors a game last year. That is insane, mind you. In 18 games, he had like 36 errors, which is, like, for anyone who knows that stat space, not great at all. Not great. Brighton said, that's right. Daniel Lane said, I don't think we even turned up for that day, citizens. Yeah, fair enough. Eugene Krabs, a fig tree pocket is a suburb in Brisbane. Thank you for this exceptional conversational point, Eugene. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. Luke says, ew, gamble scored. Yeah, you can thank Amisa for that one. Jeremy says, watching KO or Foxtel? I watched on KO because I watched on my big iMac here. Expert says, if Dolphins win by 6 or more, Hammer and Katoa score. So Hammer has not scored yet, and neither has Katoa. Rabbits win 1-12. Swiddly in Latrell score $730 due donation. Boy, oh boy. How close were you last night, by the way, X Factor? How close? Tom Trbojevic only scored 1, so you needed a double there. But how close? A lot of people actually got up with their bets yesterday. A lot of people. Citizens Races Brody Croft's playing hot in Super League. Yeah, he was so average in the NRL. Ken CEO, the wannabe Josh Dugan. Nate M says, I felt the same way about Inglis. Would always keep centre Inglis over fullback Inglis every day. I agree. It's like Latrell. I agree. Oh, Inglis was a really good fullback, though. It's a hard one. I probably would agree with you still. I think Trell and Inglis were better centres than fullbacks. But I also think that Inglis is 10 times the fullback that Trell is. But when it comes to centres, they're actually relatively similar. And people won't like to admit it because Greg Inglis is the nostalgia effect. But Latrell Mitchell has a very similar impact when he plays in the centres. I do believe he's a much better centre than he is a fullback. I still got Greg Inglis as a better centre than him, but they're very similar in regards to the way they play and the impact they have on the game. But in regards to fullback, I'd say Greg Inglis is 10 times the player Trell is. Matt's on Sport TV says, what does your typical home game day look like from start to... Bro, I'm not going through it. Bro, look at my vlog. Watch the vlog on Monday, man. What you mean? Lola says, I actually want to watch Blaze in fullback. No, you don't. Titans culture is the problem. They won't make the 8. Look at this little turd. David Gunner says, what do you think of the NRL wanting to expand in all 20 teams? I don't know if we've got the depth, man. But you'd have to have like a draft at that point. I think you'd have to have a draft, is what I would say. Because 20 teams is a lot of teams. That means we're adding in, at very minimum, 30 times 4. From here, 3. So you'd have 90 extra players, which is a lot of players, mind you. Plus, you've also got to have the youth systems and the trajectory through the young grades to their feeder clubs. You know, it's... I don't know if there is the talent at the moment. I don't. Miss Dylan Brown, try, and Schuster. Oh, really? I don't think you got the double for Trbojevic, did he? Did he get a double? Did he? I swear there was a knock-on for a second. Brody Croft is a wannabe Brooks. Nate M says Inglis was almost as dominant at number 6 for Melbourne Storm. He was a unicorn. Inglis was just able to play everywhere, man. Yeah, Inglis was a gun 6 too. He was. But yeah, I like the Latrell analogy better. So you're saying you agree with what I'm saying or what? Tommy Turbo got a double but had one disallowed obstruction from Mose by Parker. So you missed out that one too because you said Tom Trbojevic to score a double last night. I feel bad for you Titans fans. 35-degree heat in the sun at like midday must be a horror show sometimes. Yeah, no, it is a horror show. Don't worry, if you go back to the start of the stream, I blasted it. And I'll blast it tomorrow on vlog too. I individually call out the person who organised it. You're a piece of shit, whoever organises this schedule. You're a piece of shit. Because we've had hospitalisations. We're going to more than likely have hospitalisations tomorrow. It is what it is in regards to the NRL. They don't give a shit. They don't care about their, circle jerk Broncos. At least they're playing at night. But no, screw the Titans. And half screw the Cowboys too. Because that game's not going to be easy up there at 5:30 p.m. or whatever in North Queensland. It'll still be hot and humid and really, really, tangy is what I'd say there. That'll be a hard game to do as well. I'm not going to lie, man. Not going to lie. Gentleman says, let's just get to 18 teams before we think about 20. No, because they're saying that they want to bring in 20 teams by the Olympics because they want to really utilise the Olympics because I think the Nines are in the Olympics. They've got Rugby League Nines added into the Brisbane Olympics because obviously we get to add in, I think, 3 sports per country. When you host an Olympics, you can add in, I think, 3 sports. And one of our sports is Rugby League Nines because it's in Brisbane. May as well. So get excited about that in the Olympics. X-Fat says he got a double. Reread the comment. Tommy Turbo got a double, but had one disallowed obstruction from Mo. Oh, so he scored 3, but 1 got taken off for a double. No, your comment doesn't make sense. No, X-Factor. No. You are the one who made that comment unreadable. Tommy Turbo got a double, but had 1 disallowed obstruction from Mose by Parker. So then he doesn't have a double then, based on your comment. I get what you're saying now, but no. That's on you. That's on you. Hey, up the Dragons. It's Dragons on top. Hey, how about this one? Bro? How about this one? Oh, you know what? I'll agree the Dragons are on top if Up the Dragons in the next 3 minutes says Dragons on top. I'll agree with you. Good luck. Dolphins fans said you watched the Penrith documentary, you were at the end of it. Was I really? What? I was at the end of the Penrith documentary. Sorry? Explain what that's about. I don't even know. Why was I at the end of the Penrith documentary? David Carnes says, this game at Newcastle Knights home ground. Yes. Matt's Ozsport TV says, what's your go-to podcast at the moment? I listen to a lot of Joe Rogan, bro. I do. Lager Ballsack said, if you're talking about rugby league, I don't really listen to a great deal of rugby league podcast because my whole life revolves around this. That's you were at the grand final. Oh, true. When I was in my Titans gear in the Panthers section. Oh. Go to the Gold Coast. Up them. Go to the Gold Coast. Did I actually get in their documentary as a Titans fan? I infiltrated them well. Whoever wins this year, as long as you're not the Broncos, because I'll get bashed. But whoever wins this year, I'm wearing my Titans gear. And I'm getting in whatever documentary you're doing too. Brighton says, can I bet on Oz to win that Nines comp 10 years prior? Fair, go for it, man. I reckon you should. Nines is a different ballgame, but also, people don't recognise this. By the way, it's still half time here, guys. Hit that thumbs up button and subscribe. People don't recognise this, right? But in 10 years' time, you will have players like, who's a really young player right now? Let's go Dave Fafita. He's 23, right? Dave Fafita, when the Olympics is on, will be 33 or 32. I don't know. I didn't get to do the maths right there. But think of it that way, right? David Fafita, one of the younger players in the game right now, will be going towards his mid-30s. When that Olympics is on, I'll be nearly 40. Like, it's crazy. It's a long time away. It's 9 years away. Well, no, so I'll be 37. I'm 28 or 29 this year. And that Olympics is in 2032, and that's 9 years away. So I'll be 38. And Jay will be 134. Jay Hayes will be 134. Matt Oz Sports is speaking of documentary. Surely we see a Titans documentary soon. We saw a propaganda-filled Titans documentary a couple of years ago. That was interesting. X-Factor says, Tommy Turbo double as captain for over 200 points. I'll tell you that. Imagine we added AFL to the Olympics. Why? Brighton says Fiji would be gun at nines. Fiji would be gun at nines. They would. I would say that they'd probably... Well, what happened in the last nines? That was like 5 years ago now, wasn't it? 6 years ago? The Orapatoran says, by the way, your name is impossible, eh? I just hope USA will be semi-competent by that time. Your NARL has been pissing me right off, eh? Because I would be happy to commentate for the NARL. I would provide my audience that you guys obviously see here and bring them over with me, and then that will give an audience to the NARL. But it never works out. Like, everything always just capitulates because their just organisation obviously isn't great. Like, sorry to shit on it, but you know, I'd be happy to help you grow an audience here from Australia to actually get around it, but. Unfortunately, the NRL keeps saying they're going to be here, they're going to do it, and then it never works out. It's really disappointing in America, to be honest with you, man. Because I was looking forward to it. But there's no Chicago team, and I'm a Chicago sports fan, so I would really like that to be the case. Nate says, we need that Matt Rogers, Preston Campbell, and Scotty Prince revival at the Titans this year. Are you saying like we need 3 players of that standard? The Blaze going to be hell old. Mate, you're going to be pushing 300 by the Olympics. All right, guys, second half's about to start here. Knights have come out of the field, so have the Dolphins. Let go! It's been a good first half so far. It's not been a great deal of errors, really. It's actually been a decent first half, especially considering the Knights are basically a New South Wales Cup team right now. It's actually pretty impressive. Give me 1 second here, guys. All right, with that, we have it. TJ, so I wonder if David Fafita went to the Raiders, would have they turned him into a prop like Big Papa when he was the second row? David Fafita is not a prop. David Fafita is not a prop. He could be a lock. I think he would actually be a good lock. I really do. I think David Fafita could be a really good lock. But here we go. So the Dolphins will receive the ball first off here. Marking. Nichols will bring it out to the 15. Oh, slap down. It's Orapchatan, by the way. Orapchatan. No, I'm going to call you Orapchatan. No, I'm not. I'm going to call you Orapchatan. That's a lot easier. Daz says we can't add the Mardi Gras into the Olympics. It'll be silly to add AFL. Don't you like AFL too, Daz? Like, aren't you a... No, actually, no. You'd be a Swans fan, wouldn't you? I can't remember. Third tackle. Actually, you don't talk about AFL much. You might not. I actually don't know if you are an AFL fan. Citizens Race's opinion on who will get top try scorer this season. I'll start Turbo. Oh! Feliska Fusi not gonna know! Oh, no! The Malteser has knocked it on, lads. I can't believe you've got me calling the Malteser now, Daz, mate. I can't believe Daz, mate's got me calling him the Malteser. Nate says, I was freaking out about how huge the Dragons 4-pack are. I think they might beat Broncos bad. Shut up. Shut up. All of you had the Dragons as your spoon preseason. They win one game against a Titans team that had one player on the bench for 50 minutes of the game, with one of our best players going off with a collarbone break, one of our best wingers going off with his knee in a brace, you know, and now the Dragons are apparently the best team in a comp. Settle down, lads. Settle down, lads. My God. Second daily of the Knights, they're 30 minutes out, and I'm not making excuses for the Titans, I'm just saying that is what it is. You know, Dragons won the game fair and square, but holy shit, lads. Like, come on. All of you had the Dragons with the spoon preseason. Lachlan Miller here gets his ball 15 metres out of the line. Left hand side here. Hastings. Oh, slapped down 10 metres out. Kafusi with a decent little hit there. Fitzgibbon rolls it back to Crossland. Off to Hastings. Hastings here puts that ball up in the air. Dom Young goes up, knocks it back. I think it's just Dolphins ball. Yeah, it is just Dolphins ball. He can now get his ball out to the... UNA are still going. He's taking down 25 metres out from his own line. Sloth Kings is a low out. Sloth. Nate says, wrong. I was the only one who said Dragons might do good because they kept all their players, but you're right. I'm right. I'm right, no. Well, I'm not right. I've got an opinion, and the opinion seems right currently. That was fact in regards to the Titans game, but my opinion is that a lot of people are circle jerking the Dragons right now after one win against a team that nobody rates besides Titans fans. So it's like, where has all this circle jerking come from? It doesn't make sense to me. Left hand side now. It's like it's over there. Good passing. Hamea, Tessie New. Tessie New is going to get taken down 20 metres out from the line. Full tackle. Full tackling. Right hand side here. I love AFL, bro, but like, come on, man. Come on, bro. Don't be coming here and try and talk shit about, you know, Brisbane Lions having more members. Like, you're an idiot if you think the people in Brisbane care more about the Lions than the Broncos. And I can tell you right now, if there's a Broncos game on and a Lions game at the same time, everyone's watching the Broncos game. I just want to throw that out there. The people who are watching the Lions game are the ones from Melbourne. I actually cannot believe that someone tried to make an argument that the Lions have more members than the Broncos, so that means it's more popular in Brisbane. Bro, you have never been to Brisbane if you think that the Lions are even this close to the Broncos. They are that far. Like, honestly, you want to look at a gap? That's the gap. Short drop out there, it'll be Dolphins the ball at 20 metres out. That's absolutely outstanding. Yeah, exactly right. AFL just has more of a membership culture than the NRL. Because factually, the NRL actually receives 11 million more viewers through the television each year. But I love AFL. I'm a Cats fan, you know? I'm a big Cats fan. But if an AFL fan wants to talk shit, we can obviously slander. When an NRL fan talks about AFL, I can do the same thing on the other side. Third tackle here, because I don't have a rivalry between the sports. I love all sport. Left hand side for the Dolphins. They're 15 metres out from the line. Third tackle. Oh, that's right. Daz mate's a Suns fan. I'm a Muppet, Daz mate. I am a Muppet. There's a reason why I forgot that, though, because the Suns are the Suns. I'm from the Gold Coast, and the Suns is the Suns. Left hand side now for the Dolphins. So Sullivan faked the kick. That was silly. 8 metres out from the line. Yes, a rupture tan. I'm just going to call you Rupture Man. I'm going to call you the Rupture Man. Terrible kick. 7 tackles set for the Knights. That was a dreadful kick there from the Dolphins. Bradman Best is on the charge here. He's on the charge. Gives it off to Gamble. Gives it off to Miller. Lockie Miller. Lockie Miller. Lockie Miller. Dominic Young to the inside. Lockie Miller trying time there for the Knights. That was incredible by Newcastle. They're going to take the lead here 18-16. What a try. What a try. That was hype as shit. Wowee. Bang. The Knights go big bang boom. What a terrible kick from the Dolphins. It's in the goal. 7 tackles set. It's Bradman Best who runs it out. He gets it about 10, passes it off to Gamble. He gets like held back and then tries to get the ball back on the inside. Lockie Miller, he'll break away there. And I thought it was going to be a fullback or something. There wasn't, because they had Dom Young on the inside. They also had somebody else on the right-hand side, the left and right-hand side. So, geez, look at this. Yeah, Gamble held back. A good one from Katoa, but Miller just goes bang. It's a 7-star right there. Yeah, Dom Young to his right. I can't see the Knights play to his left. Hamiso made ground, but here we go, baby. The Knights go huge, and they'll take the lead, 18-16. Take the lead. Hurricanes has destroyed the Waratahs, 34-17. I wouldn't call that a destroyed the Waratahs. Let's settle down. 34-17. 17-point game in rugby union is not a destroying. It's a solid result, though, for sure. It's a very convincing win, but I wouldn't say destroyed. Arapchatan says, also AFL counts basically everything more than a single game ticket to the membership count. Yeah, they've got animal memberships, they've got one game tickets that are classed as memberships, you know, they've got all that type of stuff. But, you know, it is what it is. Again, I love AFL. I'm a big Cats fan, but, you know, there is a lot of factors that go into it. Also, you look at television, and the NRL does receive 11 million more than the AFL. That's not including State of Origin. That's not including State of Origin. So Hastings will kick it through, and it's 18-16 here to the Knights, who had the lead for the first time in the game. Here we go. Alex says, how many comments will Brandon Westling make complaining about the ref tonight? My guess is 1,500. You're not wrong. Over or under, 1,400. 1,450.5 is the over or under for Brandon Westling complaining about the refs tonight. Member says, Dolphins fans say ha-ha again. Oh, the streets never forget, son. Zach Hewitt says, I'm fine with him saying Queensland, New South Wales don't care, but to say not a single soul cares outside of South Australia and Western Australia is stupid. Who said that? At what point did I say anything that resembles the comment you just made? At what point did I say anything that says that at all? Oh! Daniel Safini knock on! I don't even know, did he? He's trying to say that he's got a hurt shoulder there, but if he did lose it, then he's just trying to probably... Yeah, I don't necessarily believe he's lost his. I actually didn't see the knock on here. Which is big in Australia? Legal union. Domestically league, internationally union. Oh, no, it's a loss. No, it's still there. He's still got it. No, there's no lost ball. No, there's no lost ball at all. No way could you say it's a lost ball. His arm is underneath it the entire time. I think this is fine. The ball's still there. There's no way you can say this is a knock-on. Sir Feedy. Good one, commentary. Good one, Bunker. Side Feedy. There's an I there, not an R. Alright, so... I don't think this is a knock-on. There's nothing to say that he loses the ball. The ball's still there in his hand. There's the arm underneath the ball. Has not lost the ball. Good call. Common sense. Unbelievable. Hallelujah. 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 Wow, the bunkers use common sense. Absolutely outstanding. Wow. Wow, the bunkers used a common sense that you would never believe they would do. That's wild. Citizen Races Knights win 32-22. Shane says Dolphins going to get their reality check tonight. It'll just go downhill. Well, to lose this game would be pretty heartbreaking for them, man, because firstly, it's their first away game, and which, as I did say, secondly, the Knights have a lot of players out as a penalty to the Knights. The Knights have a lot of players out. Jaden Brayley, they're starting 9. Callum Ponga, they're starting 6. Jacob Saifidi, they're starting front rower. Who else is out? There's a couple more. I'll get it up here. No, it's gone already. Who was the other ones? There was another 2. There's another 2, but they've got a lot of players out. Oh, players out. Dan Smith says, who is the go to the NBA and NRL? In my opinion, it's LeBron James and Cam Smith. Cam Smith for sure. NBA, it's between LBJ and Michael Jordan, but 2 different times. Very difficult. I'm pretty happy to say that both the kings of their era. Third tackle here for the Knights. They're 30 metres out from the line. Left-hand side, Crossland gives it off to Leo Thompson, and it'll be 4 tackle inside the attacking 20. 4 tackle here, 18 metres out. They'll go left-hand side now, gives it off to Gamble. Gamble kicks it through here. Bradman Best chasing it through. Hamiso takes it 10. 7 tackle set coming, a drop out coming up here from the Dolphins to the Knights. Again, another close game, lads. Another close game. Immortal Wolves go to Dolphins. Malcolm is being beaten by the team my Warriors beat. What are you trying to say? What is your point? Greg says, more importantly, they have Tyson Gamble playing. More importantly, they have Tyson Gamble playing. Thank you, Greg. That is a really nice point to be made. So the Dolphins now will kick this ball off, and it will be the Knights with the ball here at the 40. Oh, penalty to Newcastle. You wouldn't take the 2 because you're only up by 2. So you'll get inside the attacking 20, though. Food for thought, though, guys, is that the Dolphins were down by 6 points with 5 minutes to go last week and won by 6 without going to extra time. First tackle for the Knights at the 20. Eugene says, Bradman Best is the most overrated player in the league. All the commentators circle jerk him. Bradman Best has been really good in the past, but hasn't lived up to it since. I think it was the 2021 season or 2020 season. One of the 2. He was really good, but hasn't been able to do it since. Right inside his second tackle. They're inside the attacking 10. Chancey. 1 metre out from the line. Third tackle here. 1 metre out. That should be a 6 again, but they're not going to call it. Right-hand side. Gives up to Hastings. Hastings gives it at the back here to Gagai. Oh, taking down 5 metres out here from the line. Jeez, so close. So close here. They'll go left-hand side now. Hastings gives it off, and they'll be 5 metres out. 5th tackle. 30 minutes to go here, guys. 30 minutes to go. Hit that thumbs up button. Subscribe if you are new around here. Crossland gets it back to Hastings. Muppet man. Not gone. It's a bad pass there from Crossland, to be fair. It's a bad pass from Crossland. Eugene Krause says, Bradman Best is the... Oh, I've already read that comment. Dasman says, we're waiting for the 7-year-old in the chat to say Curry's better than LeBron. Stop it. Geez, these passes to Jackson Hastings have been really poor from... really poor from... Phoenix Crossland. I backed the Knights this game, but I think it's going to be really close. Well, Daniel, come on, man. Like, it's literally a 2-point game. Of course it's going to be really close. It's currently 18-16 with 30 minutes to go. But I originally tipped the Dolphins on my tipping stream on Tuesday, but if you were here before the stream started, I said I've been getting a vibe all day the Knights are going to win this game. You know, and I don't change my tips on the thing because I like to take accountability for what I say on a Tuesday, even though it is early. But I do, if I was making my tip today, before this game started, I was going to take the Knights. But that was just on solely a vibe, which is what I thought the Dogs were going to do last week against the Storm, and they did it. Who wins, Leon versus Kamara? I think Usman, man. I think Usman wins, but in the same sense, we all thought Usman would win that second fight as well. Lachlan Miller, first mistake of the game, goes backwards though, so he's lucky. And he'll run this ball back out to the 8. It was an okay return, considering. Malcolm says, I'm many times in NBA streams and the Jordan versus LeBum gets said every 5 minutes. Yep. Yep, it does. I'm in an NBA Facebook group and every 5 minutes is gracious. Like, that would be that would be a miracle to go 5 minutes with that Michael Jordan versus LeBron James debate. Right-hand side, crossing off to Hastings. Hastings here. It's funny the way people argue about it though, eh? Fit tackle. Hastings puts that ball up. It's a good kick. Good chase. Miso gets slapped at the 15. It's funny because I feel sorry for the Michael Jordan circle jerkers because even though I'm a Bulls fan and I love the Jordan era, right? They are losing out on witnessing greatness because of their hatred, right? They deliberately hate LeBron because they want Jordan to be the best. But it's like, it's really easy to enjoy the both of them, right? It really is. And I'm a Bulls fan, right? So, full tackle here for the Dolphins. They're 40 minutes out from their own line. And before anyone says, "Oh, you're only a Bulls fan because, buddy, Michael Jordan is," I actually would prefer the Bulls to win just to get rid of the fact that the Bulls are only known as the Michael Jordan club at the moment, franchise. Sorry. So Knights with the ball here, 20 metres out from their own line. Dominic Young goes to the left-hand side. And it's because I went to Chicago and I love that city. I'm going back to in Chicago next year, actually. So you'll see some vlogs there at Bulls and specifically Cubs games. Left-hand side here, and Heimel Hunt gets off one tackle. Gets to about 25 metres out from his own line. Second tackle. Whoa, that's dirty. Kafusi's just hit him in the eye there. What do you mean play the ball, referee? You could just clearly see Kafusi did something with his hand and Heimel Hunt's complaining about being hit in the eye. Oh, he's come in for a punch in the stomach effectively. Oh, he's gone in the shoulder. Oh, I don't know about this. This should be a penalty. And that's a penalty. Good call. It took a while. I can't believe he just said play the ball. Bro, anyone with a brain thought that originally. Dan Smith says, in the NBA on their best team, it really depends on what era. In Jordan era to physical for modern players. New era, Jordan's team couldn't handle the 10 screens to get LeBron the ball, just saying. No, I agree. And that's why when people compare that 1990s Bulls team to the 2016 Golden State Warriors, it's like, one, that Warriors team lost to the Cavaliers. And secondly, it's so difficult. Because you have to base it on a certain era. It's like if they played in the 90s, the Warriors get crucified. But if they play it with this 3-point game that is nowadays, then I don't know if the Bulls can keep up with the scoring like the Warriors. But it's all up to debate. It is. It's all down to opinion. Second tackle here for the Knights, 15 metres away. Lucas says, yeah, people just ignore greatness due to hatred in many different sports. Like, man, just be happy you've got to witness it. Exactly right. Right inside, like Ronaldo. Messi, Dane Gagai! Didn't find Dominic Young on the right-hand side. Wow, that was an open try for Dominic Young if Gagai had found him on the right-hand wing. Shay says, close my K at halftime now, can't access it. Apparently, yeah, that's what I thought I saw from Justin Sutter before, maybe? Did I miss it? My K on my phone isn't working, so of course I'll listening to you on my way to the game up the Fins. Oh, knock on there for the Knights. I hope the next game works, because that's the big... Oh, I guess I can watch it on Channel 9 now, whatever it is, but still. That's a forward pass. Sorry, not a knock on. Forward pass. Debatable. Nate says, would be awesome if we had hockey 1-outs on penalties. Imagine a grubby Origin game with 1-on-1 punch-ons after a penalty. Oh, I know what you're saying now when you throw the gloves down, yeah. Alright, 25 minutes to go here. It's only a 2-point game, and the Dolphins will have the ball here 30 minutes out from their own line. Dakota Plaster says, thoughts from everyone in Geelong vs Collingwood. Geelong, baby. Geelong, Dakota. Don't sleep. Don't sleep on Geelong. Don't slip. First tackle now for the Dolphins. Jay says, almost 200 watching. Slap the like button, sub up and jump in the chat. Exactly right, guys. Thumbs up, subscribe. 25 minutes to go here. Don't forget, we will be streaming the Roosters versus the Rabbitohs game tonight, which will be huge. But it's a penalty to the Dolphins here for a crusher tackle against the Knights. Pressure on neck there. It will be a penalty to the Dolphins, and they'll get inside the attack and half now. ARW says Jordan in today's NBA would be Al Farouk Aminu. Holy shit. What a comparison. That's outrageous. That should be a criminal comment, that. Like, you've just absolutely slaughtered that man. That's outrageous. Alright, so first tackle now for the Dolphins. I'll get this ball to the 20. Kevin says, how do you reckon the Squeals are going to go this year? I've got them 11th. Man, I don't care right now, but they're on 3 Muppets. So third tackle here. They're 13 minutes out from the line. 24 minutes ago. I'll do a 5-game review of my ladder predictions, and I'll do it throughout the year. Left hand side. Oh, Dolphins! Oh, so close forward tackle, 1 metre out from the line. Jeez, that was a good pass there, though. Forward tackle, 1 metre out from the line. NRL gives it out the back into O'Sullivan. O'Sullivan looks at the back here for Katoa. Oh, good tackle by Bradman Best. Really good defense there. Fifth tackle. They're 20 metres out from the line. Cody Nicarima, right-hand side to O'Sullivan. O'Sullivan gets to Kafusi. Branko Lee. They're offside. And taking down 1 minute. Oh, that's a penalty. If I was Lockie Miller, I would have gone back on the in goal because it would have been a penalty. This game, it's really clocked up. Bradman Best only broke away there. Got to the 10-second tackle here. This game is really fired up right now. Wowee. Lucas says, well, it don't make sense because as soon as the NRL brings back the biff like the South Roosters game, everyone complains. It just doesn't make sense. Oh, it doesn't. It doesn't. Everyone's never happy. It's like that was one of my favourite games I've watched for nostalgia in a long time. 40-20 attempt here, but it's not even close to the sidelines. It wasn't a 40-20 attempt. It was just a dreadful kick. It's actually worked out to be pretty decent because Hamiso's lazy. So it's going to be first tackle now for the Dolphins. They'll bring this ball out to the 15. And we found Alfaruq Aminu's alt account. Yeah, comparing himself to Michael Jordan. Jared Ford says, check out YouTube channel number 6 with cheese for sweet tasty trees in Chicago, bro. I love them, Corey and Sean. Yeah, good stuff, man. Might check it out. I've done some food reviews. I went to Portillo's and whatnot on my BKR travel channel that will be starting up very soon, guys. I'm starting to get prepared for BKR travel. Third tackle because I travel every week, so I may as well be going to North Queensland next week. Fourth tackle here for the Dolphins. They're 45 metres out from their own line. Cody Nicarima gives the ball off here to Jesse Brom. Out the back here. There's a good chance for O'Sullivan. O'Sullivan finds number 14 here for the Dolphins. They're away. Hamiso is on their side. Try time for Hamiso Tabuai-Fidow. Dom Young was so close. So close to stopping that as a try. But it will be a try there. Hamiso Tabuai-Fidow for the Dolphins. And it will be 20-18 here with a kick to come. Oh, boy. I think they're complaining that was thrown forward, but they're not going to be able to see this one on the... they're not going to be able to challenge this one. Good play there. Who is the number 14 here for the Dolphins? I'm not sure, but they get that ball. He passed the ball out left. Oh, that's a forward pass. That should have been actually a forward pass. It's going to be a try here for the Dolphins, but that actually was forward. Oh, that's so unlucky there for the Knights because they haven't been able to catch up with him, so they're not going to be able to call that. Nate, this is why I bought him for 340k. Yeah, I bought him. I bought him midweek. I bought him. I bought Tommy Trbojevic midweek, which was great. So try confirmed. You can live with it, but again, it's going to be a try confirmed there, Shady. But my God, they can get lucky there, the Dolphins, because probably was forward. Their third try probably was a knock on, and that try was probably a forward pass, and both tries will be confirmed there. So 20-18 with a kick to come. Not a hard kick, but still 21 minutes to go here, guys. Still 21 minutes to go. So most tries, Premiership 2023. Hamiso on 4. Mike Arcevo on 4, even though they're on 3. Daly Cherry Evans is on 3. Wow, Cherry Evans on 3. Let's go, while we wait for this kick to be made, let's go have a look at the Supercoach and see what is Hamiso on. This has been a really seesawing game, though. It's been a good game. It's not been a bad game for errors. It really just has been a pretty damn well solid game. It has been. So, a 41 for Tabuai-Fidow. Is that including his try? I'm not sure. And it's Sako! He's missed it. He's missed it. So it's still a 2-point game here with 20 minutes to go, guys. A 2-point game with 20 minutes to go. Hit that thumbs up button. Subscribe if you're new around here. Let's go, baby. Let's go. Newcastle DCR. No, it was random to see. Damo says, Hammer been going off this year so far as the coach? Yeah. Eugene says, does anyone else wonder why Ron Baker is in the NBA? He seems like an all-star player. What a random comment. Shady says, I've got Lachlan Miller in my fancy. He seems to be doing well this game. He's got 2 tries. Of course he is. He should have like 80 points. Richard Coe getting around the Dolphins there. So the Dolphins now will have the ball 5 minutes out from their own line. And O'Sullivan gives it off to Jesse Bromwich, who gets his ball out to the 20 now. There's plenty more tries in this game. There really is, Brighton. Truly, this game is well and truly not over yet. Right-hand side now for Kenny Brom. But again, we go back and say it. I know it's a broken record, but how good is this season? So far, this has been the best season I've ever witnessed in my life so far. Truly, as every game's close. Oh, penalty. I disagree with that call, but they're going to call penalty here for the Dolphins. Ben James says, when do you think they're going to add an 18 since the Dolphins are doing so good? It's got nothing to do with the Dolphins doing... Nothing to do with the Dolphins' performance is affecting when the next team comes in. That's irrelevant. Like, the Dolphins are literally irrelevant to when the next team comes in. But they are talking about 2025 as the next time the team comes in, and they're trying to get another 2 teams after that by 2032 when the Olympics come on. But just to reiterate, the Dolphins' performances have nothing to do with the next team that comes in at any stage. So 20 minutes to go here. Dolphins with the ball 23 minutes out here from the line. First tackle. Greg Martin's 2023. Rockets. Dan's Muppet. Second tackle now. 15 minutes out from the line. The Tigers need to take a deep breath and watch this match. I wouldn't say it's been ultimately quality this game, but I think that it's been a close game and a great game still. Oh, Dolphins 3 minutes out from the line. Third tackle. Third tackle here. They go right-hand side to Isai Katoto Kafusi. And they'll be 3 minutes out from the line. Fourth tackle. 2-point game, 4 tackle, 3 metres out of the line for the Dolphins. Nicarima back to Isai Katoa. Katoa here looking for O'Sullivan. O'Sullivan will get slammed by, is that Tyson Gamble? No, geez. Is it Dylan Lucas? I'm not even sure who that is. 5th tackle here for the Dolphins. Jeez, he got absolutely crunched. That's for sure. What was that from the Dolphins? What was that, man? I don't know how to explain what just happened then. 5th tackle, they get tackled. That was muppetry. Sit down, wish Nathan Cleary. Alright, so first tackle of the Knights. They're 25 metres out of their own line. They're trying to go for the one-on strip. I don't know what's going on there. Major Woods says, which NRL team do you think is the most underrated player and who has that player? AJ Brimson. Thanks for coming. Second tackle now. 35 metres out from their own line. Oh, knock on Dom Young. Jeez, he's had a shock in regards to holding the ball tonight. He's had a shocker in regards to holding the ball. It's a guy on debut, I think. There you go. Do you think Eels have a chance at this title? Bro, you're 0-3, Jackie. You've lost all 3 games. What do you mean do they have a chance at the title? They're 0-3. Oh, yeah, it's a knock on. Yeah, it is. It is just knock on. All right. Yeah, it's very sus by Jared there, but all right. Scrum feed here for the Dolphins. The Dolphins, right-hand side now, Hamiso will get it off to Branko Lee, who will be 30 metres out here from the line. 30 metres out. Guys, let me know in the chat right now, do you think the Dolphins win this game and hold it out, or do you think the Knights come back? It's only a 2-point game. Comment in the chat. It's free. Get around it. Do you think the Dolphins win, or do you think the Knights are able to find a way here? The Dolphins, I think it's on Hamiso! Oh, 3 metres out from the line. 3 metres out here from the line here for the Dolphins. It's going to be Cody Nicarima. Right-hand side of 3rd tackle to Jesse Bromwich. Not the play there, though, from Nicarima. 4th tackle, they'll be taking down 1 metre out here from the line. A converted try will be huge here for the Dolphins to take it to an 8-point game. A non-convert try will still be a 6-pointer. Right inside, Branko Lee, not the play again. Dolphins a little bit stuttering on attack, though, to be fair. A lot of people getting around the fins. A couple of Newcastle comebacks there as well. Left-hand side here, O'Sullivan puts that ball up in the air. Not a bad kick at all. Oh, unfortunately, not the right play. There was actually a pretty good kick there from O'Sullivan, but it was Ewan Aiken who actually grabbed it and brought it down rather than hitting it back, which is what the play is in that situation every time. Dom Young now get this ball out on first tackle, 8 metres out here from his own line. Leziate Dorfoki says, go to Dolphins. Joshua Layton get around the Dolphins. Dan Smith says, Wilt, most overrated player of all time. Marcus, the amount of Finns, love everyone be buying Finn shirts. Yeah, people are always going to do it when there's a new team. It feels fresh. You wait until, there's other teams that will come in eventually. People will get around them as well very quickly. So Knights now get this ball to the 25. Not a great set here at all from Newcastle. That should be a 6 again, though. Jeez, rough that the referee didn't call that 6 again against Jesse Bromwich. And Lockie Miller will get taken down 33 metres out from his own line. Really, really poor set there by the Knights. Still got plenty of time to go, but that was a poor set. Absolutely. Finds the grass there, Jackson Hastings, and it actually is a really good kick in the end. A lazy there by Jermaine Asako and Hammer to not pick that ball up quicker. Knights get up there quickly, and it'll be Dolphins ball here at the 18. Daniel Lane said, I've tipped the Knights when I first started watching, so still back on my tip. Fair enough, man. Second tackle, or high tackle penalty, Dolphins. Wow, they didn't call it. That was clearly a high tackle there against Leo Thompson on Hamisa Tabuai-Fidow, in my opinion. Right-hand side, third tackle. This is not a great set, even the Dolphins themselves. They need to maintain this. They've got the momentum still. Nicarima! Great run there. Brings that up to 45. Fourth tackle. That was a fantastic run. Close to 4 past there, a dummy, but they don't call it. And now the Dolphins will get taken down at 43 metres out here from the Knights line. Just got to my seat. Crowd building nicely. Good stuff, man. I'm assuming it'll be a sold-out one tonight. Isai Katoa with a pretty average kick there, but it will be easily taken by Heimel Hunt, who brings it out to the 13. They're trying to take it back, but they couldn't do it. They really do need a good set here, the Knights. They need a great set. First tackle outside to Lachlan Miller, who gets crunched down 20 metres out from his own line. 15 minutes to go here of the game. Good game, man. Again, it's just pumping you up for that Roosters Rabbitohs game right after this. Dom Young with a solid run takes it outside the 30. Dakota Plastro says, Memphis and NCAA men's basketball has crazy value tomorrow. Hammer in the ML. Good stuff, man. All right, they roll this ball back. They go right-hand side to the 14. I'm not even too sure who that 14 is. Jared Force, Blazy calls fire. Appreciate no visuals possible in Northland. You are my source of the game. Kicks the ball over the top here. Terrible kick. Appreciate you, man. But a terrible kick there from Jackson Hastings. So Hamito taken down 25 minutes out from his own line. Katoa is on 10 super coach points. Oh, yikes. Yikes. That's a big yikes. That is a big yikes. Second tackle here for the Dolphins. Oh, we just saw Jackson Hastings spit and the spit just tripled. Oh, boy. Let's see out there. Tofoki says, coming to Dolphins. Control the set. Third tackle here for the Dolphins. They're 40 metres out here from their own line. They'll go right-hand side. Matthew Lawrence says Sharks for the Dolphins. Sharks will pump the Dolphins, let's be honest. Let's be honest. Fourth tackle here. They'll go out to the left-hand side now, and that's a sneaky little run there by the number 17. I'm not too sure, who that is, but it'll be fifth tackle. It's an okay set. Nothing spectacular. Geelong easy, Major Wood. Thanks for coming. So they kick that ball over the top. Up to Catters. Dom Young. Oh, Dom Young has been dreadful today in regards to his ball handling. Oh, Dom Young's cost the game. Dom Young has honestly cost the game for the Knights. Dom Young, this is a hard kick though from the sideline, but the Dolphins have scored. Dom Young has dropped the ball about 4 times today, and 3 of them, I believe, have come for a try. Tessie New will score there, but Dom Young has been absolutely woeful. That says, Knights, what happened? How do you lose to the Redcliffe Dolphins? But yeah, easy try there for Tessie New after the knock-on there from Dom Young. Now, it is on the sideline. It is still a 6-point game here, Newcastle fans. The game is not over by any means, but geez, Dom Young's been bad tonight. He really has been poor. Usually says Finn's undefeated. I wouldn't say that just yet, but also, secondly, there is major advantages to the draw that they've had so far. But that is all on Dom Young, that. I think 3 tries have been Dominic Young's fault tonight. It was an easy take, Brian. All of his catches have actually been pretty easy takes. All of his catches have actually been pretty easy. Dan Smith says, who has a better hit? Steve Maddai on Dave Terrell or George Defoe on Cam Munster? I'd probably go George Defoe. George Defoe was known for his just absolute killer mentality in regards to his tackles. Oh, they're checking this one for something. What are they checking for? What are they checking for? Liziata says, Knights doing well, didn't expect that score. Yeah, 100%. Unless, Jesse Bromwich might be offside. Oh, try confirmed. Oh, Jesse Bromwich was nearly, not Jesse Brom, whoever that was. Maybe he didn't come into contact with the play. Anyway, the try's confirmed. Dom Young needs to transfer to a better team that can coach him better. He's just running away the Knights. I don't think we should take any responsibility and accountability away from Dominic Young individually as a player from tonight. He has had easy catches that he's dropped tonight. But yes, Liziata, you're right. I didn't expect the Knights to score this much, especially considering that they have a lot of injuries. But there was a vibe today. I thought they were going to do it. I did tip the Dolphins on Tuesday. Still 12 minutes to go here, though, man. Don't get too happy too early, especially if they miss his kick. It's still a 6-point game. If they hit the kick, he's got it. I think he got it. It's an 8-point game. Good kick from Masaga. Clutch, man, clutch. He's clutch. He's usually a dreadful player, but he's clutch when it counts. He is clutch when it counts. I told you this earlier. He's clutch. Daxter Saraswati, getting around the Geelong Cats, get around it. Brighton says, great kick, just as you said before, man. Asako does it in the clutch. He's just not consistent. Absolutely. I know a thing or two about a thing or two, baby. I know a thing or two about a thing or two. And Moses, take notes, Alex says. To be fair, both the Eels and Manly missed some pretty big kicks last night. They got off the short kick. Dominic Young hits it back, and the Knights have the ball. That's why I say don't give up too early, Knights fans. Dominic Young, he didn't catch this one either, but he does well. He knocks it back to the 30. All right, here we go. Can the Knights change the momentum here? This is exactly what happened last night with the Eels. Double A-Ron, get around the Finns, 2023 Premiers. Oh, good luck, man. Good luck with that one, mate. Third tackle here, 20 minutes out. You know what, Dolphins? If the Dolphins win the Premiership this year, I'll become a Broncos fan next year. How about that? Third tackle now, left-hand side. Hastings gives it off. Chancey, Bradman Best. Bradman Best! Try it to... Oh, does he lose it? Oh, I don't know. Oh, this could be a try for the Knights, but I think he might lose it. There could be a penalty here, though, for the Knights anyway, but... oh, man, that's unlucky, because I'm... So there's suspicion for a dirty tackle against the Dolphins on Hastings. Yeah, Hastings is down there. Oh, Kafusi tackle. It is going to be... Yep, it's late. That's going to be... Oh! Kafusi's going to be out for 10 here. Kafusi's going to be off for 10 here because he's come in late and he's also come in high there. I don't think Bradman Best scores this. I think this is a knock-on, but it will be definitely a penalty to the Knights. Oh, he's lost it, yeah. He's lost it. I don't care that the ball, he hits his arm before it actually puts it down. It's a knock-on. It's a penalty, but realistically it should be a sin bin. He's come in late and he's come in across the head. I disagree that this is only a penalty. Would you go for the 2 here to make it a 6-point game, or do you go for the try? I think there's still 11 minutes, so you may as well go for the try here. I think you would still go for the try. There's 11 minutes to go here. Kafusi hunting big hits too much after that Roosters game. Yeah, for sure. So decision pending. It will be a no try. I think Kafusi should be binned here. I think they're going to do it. I think it's the right call. I think it's the right call. Big moment here. Late, in the back, high, whiplash. He's going for 10, which is nearly the game. He'll be back with 1 minute to go here. So he will be going for 10 minutes here, guys. It's 26-18 in the Dolphins, but the Dolphins want to play with a man down for the next 10 minutes. That is a big, big call, but it's the right call. It was a late hit, and it was high. Whiplash, you're gone, mate. You're gone. You're gone. You're gone. Dancy says you watch Origin, Gagai will come out and 1 try, and then Jackson Hastings 40-metre field goal. Golden point, Dolphins win. Well, if Hastings kicked a 40-metre field goal, then the Dolphins don't win. Oh, unless you're saying to tie... Okay, no, so I get what you're saying now. The Dolphins win an extra time, is what you're saying. Hastings, HIA. Well, fair enough. They're taking the 2 here. I don't know. Like, I'm okay with it, but... So, unfortunately, Hastings will have to come out here for a HIA, which is the negative to the Kafusi hit. But at least you do still have your 13, but that's a big loss there as well. Reese says Kafusi getting a little carried away with the head hunting. Needs to be careful. Nate says Knights need to buck up and take advantage of this. Well, it's about to be a 6-point game. I know it makes it a 6... I'm very well aware it makes it a 6-point game, Eugene. But what I'm saying is that you're taking away your attacking opportunity 10 metres out to go for a free 2 points, which gets you back in. However, I'd rather think about the 2 points after it. I'd rather risk it for the biscuit in this situation. There's still 11 minutes to go. If it was less than 5 minutes to go, I'd take the 2 here without even having a second thought. But with 11 minutes to go here, I go for the try. I put the pressure on them. Hopefully you score, which they just nearly did. I don't know how Bradman Best dropped that ball. But the fact of the matter is that they've shown that they can get over the line today. Keep putting the pressure on. There's still plenty of time to go. I think it's the wrong call. But I'm okay with it because you're going to get the 2 points regardless. I'm not saying that it's wrong. I just think that there's better options. Dax says, Swati says, Mitch Marsh and Steve Smith is smashing the Indians around the park. Good stuff, man. So 10 minutes to go here of the game. Let's see this 2 points go over. And they will slap it on through. So it is 26-20 here. 10 minutes to go, guys. 10 minutes to go. Hit that thumbs up button and subscribe if you are new around here. This is game on here in the Hunter. And then we've got the Roosters Rabbitohs game right after as well, which should be massive. Massive, massive, massive. Eugene said, Tigers took the 2 last week. They could have won or at least went extra time. Okay, that's cool. If you don't understand what I'm saying here, you need to listen again. Because it's very clear what I'm trying to explain to you in regards to my reasoning for not going for the 2 in that situation. If you look at the time frame... Anyway, I'm going to move on for you. Listen again. Eric Doran says, negative call, going for the 2. Exactly right, Eric. Exactly right. With less than 5 minutes, it makes sense. Because there's not long to go. You still need to score twice. With 11 minutes to go, there is still plenty of time for you to score twice. And you've got the attack 10 minutes out from the line. I think it's the wrong call. I don't think it's the wrong call. I just think there's better calls. So the Knights here will get this ball 10 metres out from their own line. Bit of bum action. You can see it. And now they'll get this ball to the 15. He doesn't understand his terms. Surely, it's not hard. Mr. Learn, I'm even saying it slowly for it to understand even easier. Mr. Learn says Manly versus Dolphins will be interesting to watch. Manly win. Peter Barragloss says great call for 2 points, smart play. Disagree. Not with 11 minutes to go. But in the same sense, it might work out for them. But with 11 minutes to go, wrong call, in my opinion. 4th tackle here, 25 metres out, even the line. You watch, people go, told you so if they score a try and they equal it up. It's like... Either way, we don't know. They wouldn't have scored, and then they would have had plenty of time to do it as well. You know, this is the thing. So right-hand side here, and Gamble. Again, not the wrong call, just better calls there. Ball will bounce up in. Hamisa will bring it back out to the 20. Eagles, the Eels game was a ripper. It was AA Ron, but Manly were very ill-disciplined and very error-ridden. Same with Parramatta. They were given a lot of opportunities and then didn't take the opportunities, finally took the opportunities, and then it was just all over the shop that last 10 minutes. No defense was to be had, but it was a close game. It was a great game. This game's actually been more enjoyable for me in regards to quality than that game was last night. I think that this game has been a lot better for entertainment purposes. Right-hand side here, and it'll be 4 tackle now, 45 minutes out, because if you look at that game, there was way too much ill-discipline and errors. This one, not as much. Left-hand side, the Dolphins now, they'll be 35 minutes out here from the line. I feel like you go for the try there as well. Since you've lost your 7, you need to go for it when you're 10 out. Yeah, I agree. All right, Dominic Young now. He'll at least catch the ball. He hasn't caught the ball a great deal tonight, but he will catch that one there. Peter says, it won't matter either way. Dolphins get another try soon. Well, Dolphins are down to 12 men. At least they're 10 men. Dolphins are down to 12 men here. So, not too sure they're going to be getting another try here. They're just going to try and hold out for me. So, Cant is back out there for the Knights. Oh, geez. Nearly a mistake there for the 14 for the Knights. But Brabham Best will bring this ball to the 30. I still don't understand how he dropped that ball. Lizzie Adams says, agree, no defence last night. Yeah, no defence, penalties and error-ridden, but I loved it. It was a great game because it was fast-paced tries, but I'm more of a defensive-minded person. This isn't necessarily that, but it's probably been better for quality. Left-hand side here, Brabham Best. Oh, high tackle nearly. Oh, nearly call that as a high tackle. They haven't called it though. Fit tackle here. And they whack that ball up there. It's a good kick. A big bomb. And Miso does catch it, though. Now, we're going to see the Knights have a really good defensive set right now. Jack Lewis says, who takes the Dolphins field goal? I give it to Jermaine Asako every day of the week. Clutch player, can kick a field goal, did it for the Broncos. Has done it many occasions before. You give it to Jermaine Asako. Or, I don't know if Asako Katoa can kick. I'm not too sure. But there's an injury here for Tessie New. He's been really good today. I hope he's all right. I don't know if O'Sullivan can kick field goals. I don't know if Asako Katoa can kick field goals. I know Jermaine Asako can, but he's a winger. You just have to bring him in. Nate says, imagine if the Dolphins get 0 loss. Well, that's just a stupid comment. If the Dolphins get 0 loss all year. Come on, bro. Come on, bro. They played a team like the Roosters who is infamous for losing round 1. Congratulations to them, but they're infamous for losing round 1. Please, guys, please don't try and ruin the Geelong game for me. I do want to watch it later on tonight, Third tackle here for the Dolphins. They're going to get this ball 25 metres out from their own line. Taking that 30. The Knights will still win, in my opinion. Maybe, man. Maybe. It's only a 6-point game, but 6.5 minutes to go. They've got to be quick. Fifth tackle here. Matthew Lawrence's Knights have brought some more exciting footy back after last Sunday's woeful game. Absolutely, but it's weird considering there's no Kalen Ponga, no Jacob Saifidi, no Jaden Brayley. Oh my God, they found grass, but Dom Young picks it up at 25. He's probably not confident with his catching today. Heimel Hunt here. Heimel Hunt! Oh, he didn't get to the ball. Oh my God! Holy shit, Knights! You are astounding that you dropped that ball in that situation. Holy shit, Knights. Knock on from the Knights. Heimel Hunt is selfish that he doesn't pass that ball to the left-hand side to start off with. And then secondly, who is this 14? Because he's made a couple of mistakes here today. Who is this 14? Ryan Rivet. Bro, you can't be knocking that ball onto that situation, man. There's still 5.5 minutes to go, but that is poor. That is poor. Jay says, kids covered your ears. Man, if they think this is bad, they should watch me during the Titans game, as you guys know. Left-hand side here, Miso gets crunched down, and they'll be 30 metres out here from the line. Jabba was as far out. Blake Harris's debut, I think. Yeah, I think it is his debut, but still. If I'm the Dolphins here, do you consider a field goal? Because if you go for it, and you get it, you win the game. But if you go for it and you miss it, you give a 7-tackle set to the Knights, and there's still 5 minutes to go. I don't think I personally would risk it. Unless you're guaranteeing a Jermaine Asako field goal, unless you're 10 metres out and you're guaranteed 100% he's going to get it, which you can never do. I don't know if I would go for the field goal here or not. If they get it, though, it's a win. If they miss it, then they could easily... Chance to win the game! Does he actually score that? Or did he put that ball on the sideline there, Jermaine? I want to have a look at this again. This could be the game over here, but does Jermaine Asako actually score this, or does he put this ball on the sideline? I think he's put that on the line, Lucas. I think this is silly from Jermaine. Let's go have a look at this first. Usually you would 100% back in the play to score this try here, but Jermaine looks like he put that out. Let's have a look here. Okay, but I want to see the sideline. It's close. I don't understand how he's not scored that if he hasn't, because he's open. It should be an easy try here. Let's look. Jermaine. Oh! Oh, this is so close. Oh, no, it's in. No, it's in, but holy shit, he made that hard. He made that hard. Holy shit, he made that hard. It's in, but he did not need to do that. You can't get any closer than that. Jermaine is actually quite silly to have done what he just did. Congratulations again, by the way. As I said, he's a clutch player. But holy shit, that was close. By the flag. Nah, I think he's in by like this much, but it's like, wow, that was tight. And he was not unnecessary. It was unnecessary. So we'll get try confirmed any moment now, which will be the win for the Dolphins. Jermaine and... Oh, bro, you can't get closer than that though, eh? You really can't. The Dolphins 3-0. Yeah, but there's tougher opposition coming. But yes, they are 3-0. And this is why you don't take the 2. Where are you guys? Where are you two supporters? Because you go for the 6 there. Come on, man. This is why the 2 was not the right call. The 2 was not the correct call. And Jermaine Sarko will miss that kick. So we'll say 10 points there. We'll say a 10-point game. Eugene says Adam O'Brien surely doesn't last much longer. I don't think he should, but in the same sense, there is a reason why. Like, they are really undermanned right now. They are. They are. They are, for sure. Let's just do that just in case, Joe. Just in case. 4 minutes to go here of the game. Still time for get a short kickoff, but this is why you don't go for the 2 in that situation. Don't forget, guys, hit that thumbs up button, subscribe for new round here. Literally right after this game, we'll be jumping on for that Roosters versus Rabbitohs game. Oh, it's going to work out for the Knights. It's going to work out here. So it will be a short, it will go over the sideline there. It was really heavily kicked by Lachlan Miller, and it worked out well. So it will be Knights ball here, 35 minutes out. They have to score straight away, though. Yeah, we're going to get rid of this comment just because you're clearly being a douchebag for a reason. Sepello says, imagine if Bennett does the impossible with a bunch of NRL rejects in their first year in the top flight. Strange things have happened in the NRL, just saying. They're not going to win the comp, but they... Oh, Knights! Oh, he's throwing the ball forward because he's a clown. Oh, my God, he's throwing the ball forward. He's throwing the ball forward. He's throwing the ball forward. Holy shit. Kafusi gamble paid off. Knights lost direction without their halfback. Yeah, they did. The Knights had the momentum until... Oh, they're going to challenge this? No, it's just a knock-on here. It's just a knock-on. If Dolphins make the 8, how much does it affect Bennett's legacy in your opinion? I still have Craig Bellamy as number 1, but I think that Wayne Bennett is probably clearly number 2. This is definitely just a knock-on. Oh. The ball does come out from Katoa, which shouldn't be a knock-on there against the Knights, but it will be Dolphins' ball anyway, so what was the point here? Lucas, do you think the Dolphins won or Knights lost? Feels a bit of both. Feels a bit of both, man. It does feel a bit of both, you're right. It's 1-on-1, though. It's not 2-2. It's a Katoa knocks the ball out. Unless it's a dropout, is it? Playing on to this point, it'll be a dropout, actually. Yeah, it'll be a dropout, that's why. Alright, so it will be actually the nice ball here. It'll be a dropout from the Dolphins. Yeah. Alright, so they've got a last chance here. A last throw of the dice. Double A Ron says, good season on footy so far. Yeah, it's been great. It's been the best season I've ever watched so far. Obviously, we've only been here for 3 and a bit weeks, but... You know, and guess what? After we've had this game, we've got the best game of the weekend coming up, which is the Roosters versus the Rabbitohs. How good is that going to be? How good's that? So get ready for that one. Get ready for that one. That was meant to start up in 1 minute's time, but obviously I'll be a little bit late for that stream. But it is what it is. Alright, so the Dolphins here, they will kick this ball deep. That's a great kick. Oh! It's out the full, yeah. It's out the full. So they're going to be 20 metres out here from the line. So they're going to be at the 10-metre line. Here we go. All right, Knights have a chance. The Knights do have a chance here. What's happening here? Oh, then what's challenging? Maria Dengue says Dolphins 112. I wouldn't cash it just yet, Maria. I wouldn't cash it just yet. The Knights have another chance here, and then there's still going to be enough time for them to score again. But the Dolphins will challenge this call. And he's out. Yeah, no, it's out in the full. That's the right call. It's the right call. All right, 2.5 minutes to go here. If the Knights score here, game on. Yeah, best players, no fitty bombs weekly. Yeah, Joe. That's why fitty bombs on the channel go off when they do, because it gives you that time to be like, you know, desperate for it. It's a big moment. All right, here we go. Knights with the ball 10 metres out. They have to score on this set to be back in this game. Knights with the ball. They are through. Going to be pushed back to about 8 metres out here from the line. 2 minutes and 23 seconds to go here. First tackle for the Knights. They go left-hand side here. Gives it. Oh, short ball for pass. Game over. Wow, that was poor there. Wow, that was poor. And they lost all their direction when they lost their halfback. They did. It was the right comment. They lost all their direction. They lost all their direction when they lost their halfback in Jackson Hastings. 100%. But Gamble clearly forward pass there. That's really forward there. Really, really poor there. And, yeah, tough one. Tough one there for the Knights. So they will go to 1 and 2. They will go to 1 and 2 here. So I'm just trying to get ready for this next Roosters Rabbitohs game, because I'm going to have to jump straight into it. No break. No break at all. Actually, can one of the moderators drop the link for that next game too in the chat so the people who are watching here can jump across? Cameron lads, there's so many high-scoring games season so far. It's been great though. Oh, knock on Dolphins. Oh no. What's the referee calling here? Oh, they're repacking the scrum. I don't know what's happening. Embarrassing for the Knights to lose with a man up. Shut up, Jared Choi. No, it's not. They had no Kalen Ponga, no Jacob Saifidi, no Jaden Brayley. You know, they've had half their team out, mate. What are you talking about? Embarrassing for the Knights to lose with a man up. A man up for the last 10 minutes of the game when they were already down, and they've got half their goddamn team out. It's a New South Wales Cup team right now. Toxic Emerson's shit game. I don't know. I disagree. I think it's been a fun game until this last 5 minutes. But what a stupid comment, you know what I'm saying? It's just a stupid comment. It's just such a disrespectful comment to a team that doesn't deserve to cop a comment like that. That the Knights have been actually quite enjoyable to watch today. They've been exciting. They've given it a crack. They've been injured, depleted, but they've given it a crack here against this Dolphins team who, you know, can't do anything wrong right now. You know, exactly right. A man up, but I'm missing half a team. What a stupid comment, Blake. Sorry, I have to call that out. Leslie Arthur says Knights did well, didn't think they would make that score. You're 100% right. Fit tackle leave the Dolphins. They're 35 metres out from their own line. Also, if the Dolphins can score again, they would actually top the table. If they don't score again, they'll stay second. All right, so the Knights will get the ball here. Oh, my God. Oh, they're going to score again, the Dolphins. They're going to score again. They're going to score again. It's going to be Dolphins' ball here, 33 metres out, because the Knights are all over shop. All right, Dolphins right-hand side. Gives it off to O'Sullivan. O'Sullivan to Isago Toa. Kicks it across here for Isago. Isago! The Dolphins are top of the table! The Dolphins are top of the table! The Dolphins are top of the table! This is why I say to people celebrating their 1 and 12s too early. Don't celebrate too early. Game over there. Dolphins take it at 34-20 with 5 seconds to go, and they've got a kick to come as well. The Dolphins are top of the table. Holy shit. I don't know what Gamble's doing there to make that mistake with Miller, but holy damn. The Dolphins go top of the table with that kick from Isaiah Katoa out of the corner. Jermaine Sarko, easy one there. Heimel Hunt, terrible defense. But bang, bang. But we have to wait now for this kick to be converted as well. Yeah, it does. It's a suck and egg, everyone that has Dolphins 1 and 12. Crazy, man. Well done. So it'll be 3-0 now for the Dolphins, and they need to win this game 13+. They need to win the game 13+, and they will win 13+, and they will go above Manly. So Manly now go to second place. They do. They do. Guys, we literally will jump off here immediately once this game finishes. So guys, hit that thumbs up button, subscribe if you're new around here. We're going to wait here for this kick to be converted, but jump across to that Roosters versus the Rabbitohs game, because that's going to be going straight across. We're going to be going straight across here. They're already starting to walk out over there. They're already starting to walk out. I actually want to kind of change this this image behind me quickly while we're waiting here. The Rabbitohs are literally running out of the field. You're joking. Can they not wait a second? Can I not wait a second, man? My God. We're just going to quickly change this across because I'm not going to have literally any time, man. I'm not going to have any time at all. All right, here we go. 34-20. Will they make it 36-20? Isako will make the kick there, guys. The final score will be 36-20 there to the Dolphins. Great game there. Guys, got to jump off. Thumbs up, subscribe. I'll see you guys in literally a minute's time for the Roosters and the Rabbitohs game. Thanks for watching. Catch you later. Bing! See ya!